Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
We are going to see this morning if we can catch up with Mark at Tradewinds Marina over at Sherman Reservoir. But before we do that this morning, let's celebrate together.
All right. I love to celebrate. What are we celebrating?
We are celebrating Custer County.
All right.
Rolling sand hills, fertile farmlands, soft blue prairie skies, memories of frontier history. 100 years have come and gone to build this country strong. As the pages turn, the story's just begun.
Custer County, Pawnee Country, this is freedom, this is home, where the spirit of those yesterdays lives on. And the city streets are wider now, and friendly faces smile. Here in Broken Bow, life is still worthwhile.
This is Custer County, friend. This is Broken Bow, Nebraska. This big country is the best, it's yours and mine.
Where the future is alive, come and try it on for size.
Let it fill your heart
And open up your eyes.
Summer nights are special here with friendship in the square. The old bandstand's music lives again.
So find a road to Broken Bow, 'cause there's a place for you. In this frontier land, beauty never ends.
This is Custer County, friend. This is Broken Bow, Nebraska. This proud country is the best, it's yours and mine.
Where the future is alive, come and try it on for size.
Let it fill your heart
And open up your eyes.
This is Custer County, friend. This is Broken Bow, Nebraska. This proud country is the best, it's yours and mine.
Where the future is alive, come and try it on for size.
Let it fill your heart
And open up your eyes.
This is Custer County, friend. This is Broken Bow, Nebraska. This proud country is the best, it's yours and mine.
This is Custer County, friend. And I think you could hear the little pops and snaps. We actually played the record and recorded it into our digital system when we did that. Although there was rumors that Colleen Sterner was the gal singing that part, but that turned out to be
A false rumor?
yeah, fictitious.
Yeah.
Not only Custer County, just Nebraska and central Nebraska, a great place to be. And we have a gentleman on the line that can verify that fact. Sherman Reservoir. Mark is with us from Tradewinds. Mark, how you doing?
Great. It's an outstanding morning.
It is really nice out there. Much different than when we tried to reach you last week. I think you were getting 5 or 6 inches of rain and dealing with that. And I understand some outages in your cell service and internet service. So are things back to normal?
Well, as normal as they're going to be for a while, but yeah, it was quite an eventful week last week. So.
Sounds like it. And then you mentioned, too, off the air that you've been on a tractor repairing roads. Is that from washing out?
Yeah. It's, you get that much rain in that short amount of time. It's tough on everybody's roads. I mean, but I got most of them back in pretty good shape for this weekend, so people should be able to come out and enjoy the forest. So
You bet. Yeah, that's right. You've got a big weekend coming up with the 4th of July celebration. Now, let's see. The fireworks are actually going to be dispersed on what day?
Saturday night.
Saturday night. And get there with your family and friends, if you have a boat, you mentioned that you could go out before dark and get yourself set up and located out in front of the marina, right?
Absolutely. Last year there was, I don't know, I couldn't count them all, but there was 250, 300 boats out on the lake watching fireworks.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, we've done it before back in the day, and it's quite a show when you can sit out there in a boat and anchor up and relax and just watch the fireworks go off, and then you get the reflection off the water and everything. It's a really neat show.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I didn't realize you had that many boats in one spot. I imagine they have to kind of go slow in and out of that area when they are there to watch that. And of course, there's all sorts of different places around the lake that you can probably see the fireworks from.
Oh yeah. They get up high enough you can see them from about anywhere around here. So.
Okay, and then will you be running your regular restaurant hours, or will that change at all due to the fireworks?
Nope, we'll still be open from 6 to 9, and the grill will be on from 11 to 8. So.
Okay, all right. Well, that's been some nice weather, cool weather, good fishing weather, really. Have people been having any luck?
Oh, yeah. People are out catching walleye still. The white bass are catching quite a few of them under the lights at night.
Mm-hmm.
That just kicked off here last week, so fishing's been good. Lake's as full as it can be.
Yeah, here we are, July, and it's still full. And we were talking with you earlier when we were in that terrible dry spell that we might not have a water level that was going to be very good for this summer, but it's turned out great.
Yeah, it's crazy. They started pulling water out of the lake before the lake was even full, and I was thinking, man, by 4th of July there might not be a boat ramp available, and here we are coming up on the 4th, and the lake's as full as it can be, like I said, and the fishing's been great. The water's warm. We got another quarter-inch of rain last night.
Yeah, we got a quarter here too, so it must have been kind of a general, or it went through the same path, but we picked up 26, I think, here, and it's just about the right timing just to wet things back down just a little bit again, especially with the 4th of July and fireworks being shot off in our communities. It's nice to get a little shower to kind of help keep things safe, right?
You bet, and for the farmers, the pastures compared to 5 weeks ago are just unbelievable.
Yeah. It's nice to take a drive right now and just drive around and see the cattle in that grass and see it green like that. It didn't look like that was going to happen either. So it's been a great summer, and it's going to warm up. It's going to be kind of 4th of July weather going into the next few days, which is fine. And people can stop in and cool off at Trade Winds, grab something to eat, pick up some tackle and bait, and I'm sure you're going to be busy.
Well, we're hoping so. We have a pretty short window to try and put enough money in the bank to make it through the winter. So we're hoping it's a good season, and we're looking forward to this weekend. This is one of my favorite holidays. So,
well, we know by spending time on the phone with you and talking during your busy time, you take time to talk to us. But we know that you're a pretty patriotic guy, and also very adamant about thanking our service people. That could be military, that could be police, that could be EMS, EMTs, and you have set aside time every summer to note that, and I think that has taken place already, right?
Yep, that happened back on the 20th and 21st of June, and we had an excellent time. The wind was a little tough for the fishing, but the guys went out and golfed and on Friday and had a good time, and then come out and fished, and we got everybody's belly full on Friday night and Saturday night of food, and everybody had a really good time. We're already starting to plan for next year's event. So.
Well, appreciate you guys doing that. It's if nothing else, it reminds us all of what those people do year round, and to thank them once in a while is appropriate. So we appreciate that. Brent Apperson is here. Of course, he graduated from Loop City High School. He had this little vest on, Mark, that he wore in his graduation pictures. It's really cute. You should stop by the school and see it sometime. It's really something to see.
Well, he allegedly graduated.
Yeah, they just wanted me to leave, so they signed the diploma. Hey, I got a question for you. You talk about all these boats that are out on the lake to watch fireworks. I want to know when the last boat comes off the lake and gets loaded up. How long does it take?
You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I honestly don't. Usually by the time fireworks are over and we get everyone cleaned off the patio and get the marina cleaned up, I'm ready for bed.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I bet. Well, I know that I'm sure everybody though is very complimentary and they understand they have to be patient, and I'm sure that they get in and out just fine.
Yeah. One thing I'm thinking about changing up here for next year is on the corner of the pavilion. I'm thinking about putting a webcam on the boat ramp over there.
Ah, there you go. Yeah.
You know, and it can be entertaining at times.
I bet it can.
That would be quite an entertaining piece of recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you throw a webcam up there, and then people, like, the best times is, you know, when the lake's just glass and you get one of them crazy storms that rolls in that lasts for, like, just a 20-minute deal. And watching everyone at the boat race it's almost comical.
Well, I think everybody who has loaded and unloaded a boat has at least one story about loading and unloading.
Yeah. Looking out and watching those people struggle.
The best ones is, you know, the husband sends the wife up and to back the boat trailer in, and there's an argument ensues. I don't know how many divorces have actually happened, but
and there's 8 other boats in line waiting to get down to unload their boat up. Yeah.
And then finally, the guy that's the next in line gets out, and backs the boat in, and or backs the trailer down. They get loaded up, and it can get interesting at times. But you know, for the most part, the people out here on Sherman are have pretty good boat etiquette.
Yeah, that's good,
and that's important, and it helps everybody out. Let's see here. One of the things that we didn't ask you about, you've had a lot of events. It's kind of catfish season in July. I think people a lot of times have pretty good luck in July. Is there a catfish tournament this year or anything like that coming up?
Yeah, there's one coming up on the 12th. Whisker Getters is having their tournament here on the 12th. Sounds like they're going to do their weigh and everything on the state side this year. So, but that's usually a pretty good tournament. They catch some big fish.
All right.
So,
well, I hope people will come over and get a spot near the marina this weekend. Not just on Saturday, but the whole 4th of July weekend. How about lodging? Do you have any available?
We're full.
Up.
Cabins are full, and RV sites are full, and actually, everything's full starting today.
Oh wow!
So you know, when the 4th hits a Friday, everyone says, "Oh, I only have to use 2 days of vacation and get a 5-day weekend." You know,
you bet.
Which I get.
Yeah.
I get. I used to try and work things out that way back when I had vacation.
Before you were such a responsible guy.
Well, you know, when I took this job, it was kind of a retirement job. Well, that was like the backfire of all backfires.
But you've been pretty busy retiring, but we're glad glad you're there.
Yeah, I really enjoy the people, and you know, if you'd have known me 15 years ago, I did not like people, but now they're kind of, I don't know if they just wore me down or.
Well, people can be, a challenge.
Oh, yeah, 90%, 95, 96% of the sportsmen and the people that come out to enjoy the outdoors are good people, you know. Yeah. It's like anything else. You're going to have that certain percentage that no matter what you do, they're going to find something to complain about.
Yeah. In any business, for that matter. So
just life in general.
Yeah, right. Well, Mark, thanks a lot. It's always fun to talk to you. I hope people will take advantage of all the things you have stocked up for them this holiday weekend. You bet. And we got plenty of adult beverages and sodas and everything else will come in. And believe it or not, I actually started the ice cream machine early this week, and so if nothing else, just come for a drive and
it's a beautiful drive around the lake. Come drive around the lake and stop in and grab an ice cream cone and relax for a little bit and then finish the drive. So
Sounds good. Sounds like a
All
good
right.
idea. Thank you, sir.
you bet. Everyone be safe this weekend.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
All right. Bye.
Trade Winds Marina, right on the corner of the dam, Loop City's Sherman Reservoir. Going to be busy. We have a very nice lady here in the studio with us right now.
I believe so, yes.
Trish is here from Designs of Distinction.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
We're good. We're good.
Good.
You want to play the game with us real quick?
Sure.
All right. We're going to give away we have two, count them,
Wow.
tickets to the Sumner Rodeo. And what else?
It's Wednesday, so Pig in a Blanket Day
Okay.
at Runza. Chance to win one of those. Asking questions about, other significant things that have happened on the 4th of July, other than just the fact it's Independence Day here in the U.S. So here's your question for today. It was on July 4th, 1997, when NASA's Pathfinder probe finally reached its otherworldly destination. On which red planet did Pathfinder land? Your choices: Mars, Neptune, Jupiter, or Mercury. On July 4th, 1997, NASA's Pathfinder probe finally reached its otherworldly destination. Where was it? Mars, Neptune, Jupiter, or Mercury? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show with Dave and Brent.
It's snack o'clock, and Taylor is at Runza.
I get that afternoon craving, and bam, Junior Ranch chicken wrap.
Bam!
And sometimes it's like, boom, Junior Buffalo chicken wrap.
Boom!
And sometimes it's like, bam, boom, I'm gonna have one of each. Little present to myself, all wrapped up in a tortilla.
You've earned it, buddy. Stop in for a ranch or buffalo chicken wrap today, because Runza makes it all better.
Remember, today is Pigs in a Blanket Day at your local Broken Bow Runza.
All right, it's 7:48. We're going to ask that question again. I'll give you a chance to win those great prizes. Brent, just to go through that again, if you would, please.
Yeah, sure. It was on July 4th, 1997, when NASA's Pathfinder probe finally reached its otherworldly destination. On which red...
Red? Did you say red?
That's kind of the key clue here. On which red planet did Pathfinder land? Was it Mars? That was Mars. Also Neptune, Jupiter,
Also a
or
candy
Mercury?
bar.
Yes. If you know the answer, call us at 872-2801.
I got it.
I didn't get it the first time myself.
Oh, really?
No. I should pay more attention. I'm back in school again, I guess. We have a caller on the line. Let's find out who we have on the line this morning. Good morning. Who are we talking to?
Paula Booker.
Paula, how are you?
Good. How about yourself?
We're doing well. You ready for the 4th?
Yep, we are.
Are you guys fireworks people?
Our kids are. We used to be, but you know,
Yeah, I got you.
when you get retired, it's kind of like, I think we'll wait and not waste our money on those. We'll let our kids do that.
There you go.
There you
with
go.
their kids. So
Exactly. Here's Brent with your question.
All right, Paula, on
All right.
July 4th, 1997, NASA's Pathfinder finally reached its otherworldly destination. Did it go to Mars, Neptune, Jupiter, or Mercury?
I'm going to say Mars.
Hey, you would be
You're right.
correct. Way to go, Paula.
Yay.
All right, we got a certificate that's going to get you a free pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesday at Runza in Broken Bow. And if you'd like to, we've got a couple of tickets that'll get you to the rodeo in Sumner for their performance either July 3rd or July 4th. So just come on out and see us when you can.
Okay. Thanks a bunch, guys.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Paula.
it.
Yeah, have a great day.
You too.
Bye. Yeah, I think it's fair to say that as you get older, you don't have the desire to
No.
fire off fireworks as much as you did when you were 12. I think that's a natural thing.
I think because as we age, we realize that people really do get not real bright and can lose parts of.
Their fingers. And,
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
And it's like, yeah, no. Or the other hand is I love animals.
Yeah.
And I just feel that, and even PTSD and our veterans, and I just can't. And there were some going off on the north side of town that were percussion only, And I mean, that's ridiculous when they rattle the windows.
They're getting
because
bigger.
That's scary,
Yeah.
to the people, people that don't get out very much, that are elderly. They hear a noise like that, and it's like, what the heck happened?
Yeah.
So, so I'm not a big proponent. I think I love when the city does it, or, towns, and
Right.
I think that's great. But that's, to me, where they should be.
Well, I agree.
That's my bandstand.
I think when you're 12 or 13 and you're a young man or girl, and young boy or girl, and you can get your hands on a firecracker that will blow up an anthill, or explode in water, or move a tin can when you light it, it's kind of hard to resist.
I know. And then as kids growing up, we had sparklers.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we had those wire pieces that were like 10,000 degrees when they were done. Yeah, it was all good.
Yeah, who didn't get a
burn
sparkler
from that?
burn? Ouch! I won't tell Mom because I want to keep putting them off, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, well.
Well, I wonder if there's any time that you've had to repair any cushions or curtains due to fireworks.
But I've had friends that have lost clothing articles because
Yeah.
But I'm sure there are some out there that
Yeah.
have had a burn or a melt part, because a lot of the outdoor fabrics are made out of recycled water bottles.
Now they are, yeah.
Yeah. So.
And before that, what was a lot of the furniture, the older furniture, like a cigarette would melt it, right?
Oh, yeah.
It was
some nylons.
Yeah,
would
nylon,
melt
yeah.
and stuff like that. But I'm doing a lot of outdoor cushions. A lot of them.
a lot of those. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good, folks.
Yep. So a lot of outdoor cushions. I'm actually doing the Good Life Center in Callaway. I'm doing all their cushions. So yeah, just waiting on foam to come in, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I've been running into Ron at what's the name of that business again?
Oh,
Poor
Ron.
Ron.
I know a lot of Rons.
There are a lot.
It's a family. It's a family business.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
there's
family.
there's like a furniture, Bow Family Furniture,
Yeah,
I think
that
it
one.
is. There's a
And-
Ron there.
Yeah, you know him, don't you,
Oh,
Trish?
I know them.
Yeah,
Great people.
You work
Ron
there
and
some.
Sherry. Just
Write
some
that
of
down.
my
would you?
favorite
Bow
people.
Family Furniture.
And don't they have a flooring as well?
Yeah, they do.
Believe so, yeah. Saw Kent yesterday, as a matter of fact.
He was here.
Had a nice visit with the man.
Yeah.
And then, I'm inside of Bow Family Flooring.
Right. That's where. Oh, there. Write that down
I'll
again.
just start making check marks by the name.
Yeah, little marks.
Little tick mark.
I asked Ron in the post office the other day if he'd been getting any extra bills, and he said not so far. So I've got to talk to Kristen out there.
Oh, boy.
She's not sending the
Oh,
bills as
darn.
directed.
And she's going to go on vacation, right? So
Well, yeah, she's going to do a little
might be.
holiday, so he's off the hook until after the 4th.
No, it's great. It's been it's almost 2 years.
Has it been really?
Yeah. So
New
yeah.
location.
So I started in August. Working for them, those 3 days a week, and sometimes less, sometimes more.
Mm-hmm.
But in there, and get to meet great people and find just customers that are renovating or doing remodeling or building new homes. So yeah, it's fun.
Well, that brings us to curtains, to
Curtains
the
and
windows,
shades.
the shades.
Yep.
You've been busy there.
Yeah, it's mainly sun control.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of privacy issues as much as just curbing the sun.
Yeah,
And trying to make a difference on that. And just like if those shades are down, the heat behind them can be pretty strong.
yeah, very strong.
So it's just building a layer of protection. I even had one lady, they wound up with a faded leather purse in her bedroom closet because she had a window. And
Really?
yeah, she didn't realize that the sun coming through there was so strong. She never had a shade on it. Wasn't a big deal. It's a closet. Well, yeah, it can be.
You know, clothing and
You
leather.
don't think about it. You know, it's like, well, But after a couple years, she had this one purse that always sat in the same spot, and it was like a leather. It was leather. And on the strap, she could actually see the fading.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Privacy side of it, too. I know I feel better about our privacy in our living room since you put in the wood shutters.
Yeah, blinds.
Blinds, I'm sorry. I just feel better. I feel there's sometimes you just feel like there's eyes on you when you're watching TV. And
when you have those neighbors. Like,
you don't know what a neighbor meant. They might have binoculars. They could be, pretending they're walking the dog in your yard.
Is that what that tripod's for, Brent?
Yeah.
Your window.
Yeah. That telescope, you thought I was actually looking at the stars. No way.
When I walk by there, I'm
zeroed
like,
in, and I'm like, oh, great. He had Trish put up those blinds. So much for this idea. Can't see what he's cooking for dinner now.
And that's really hard considering where their kitchen is.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You'd have to be going through the walls on that one.
He may have hidden cameras. I don't know. Well, all kidding aside, a lot of times, I know you walk sometimes, and I would walk some, not as much as I should, but it's amazing just walking down a sidewalk or down the street. Some people are comfortable with a big TV going out the front window, and some people are all buttoned up. It's your preference, what you feel comfortable with, and you can help with whatever.
Yeah, and like I said, even if it's just sun control, but sun is damaging. It's damaging to everything, and it's getting hotter, and the sun's getting, know, so it's just things to think about, and we can help take care of that.
The other part of that, too, is that it does come into play, and I know you're very good at it, with colors and what you want that living room to look and feel like.
Right.
It's a good sunshade, it protects your property, but also it's part of the actual feel of the room. Yeah.
It just gives you, color or blends into the wall. And, if you want to notice the windows, there's things you can do. And if you just want them to be part of the background, we can treat them that way too. Have a tendency to be more neutral because I think you can decorate with, fabrics if you want to put a valance up there or put throw pillows or whatever, or have an accent piece. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love what I do. Been over 30 years now, so
wow,
that's scary when you say that.
It goes by quick, but we're glad that you still do it. And one of the things I think that we need to stress when you come in, Trish, is that, well, first of all, you're a very nice person. Secondly, you come in and measure things up, talk it over with the potential customer, submit a bid for what you've made a decision on or what they've made a decision on, and you stick to the bid. There's no charge for that action, and then if they want to move forward, you can move forward with all the windows or 2 windows or whatever, right?
Yep. And then I hold on to the files. So if it doesn't work this year, might work next year, we just pull it out and update the quote. It's just like anything else with pricing, but usually, 2 to 3 months, nothing much changes. Or if I do know changes are coming, I will, reach out and see if that's something that might work now, and if not, no worries. But I've gone back in my files, 10 years. It's funny. I get people that call and they say the shade's not working, and and I think, oh, it wasn't that long ago, and then I pull the file and it was 2018.
Yeah.
Okay, but they're fixable, and that's the thing with the to say warranty is one thing, but the parts themselves are fixable and replaceable. So, yeah, you might have shipping back and forth, but other than that, versus the price of a new shade, especially the larger shades, I send them back and they fix them. So,
yeah. Doesn't it seem weird to you? We're probably a little stuck on how fast time goes by, but somebody calls you and says, you put some shades in for me a while back, and you look in the file and it's 2015, and then you scratch your head and you go, oh, that was 10 years ago.
Yeah, right. And it's like, where did that time go? I don't know. I don't get it. Had a lady call, and she wanted me to look at a cushion on a chair that she had bought from Bow Family. And she said, oh, well, it's a little old. She said, I'm thinking, 5-6 years, whatever. Anyway, we looked it up, and it was 20.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't the cushion. It was underneath the cushion. And, she said, why don't they make them to last longer? And I'm thinking,
yeah.
Okay, that was pretty good longevity on that piece, but...
That's how it works.
Yeah. And today's world, that, may not last 15 years, but
exactly.
she got 25 out of it, so...
Yeah.
But
shoot your phone number out there, because that's the best way to get started.
yes, absolutely. 308-870-3677.
All right.
Okay.
Designs of Distinction.
Thank you.
Thanks, Trish. Appreciate it.
See ya.
We'll take a quick time out, come back with the news.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
It's the best start to my day.
Happy 4th of July from your friends at Barney Pharmacy in Broken Bow. They wish you a safe and enjoyable holiday weekend. Barney Pharmacy will be closed on the 4th and the 5th so that their staff can enjoy time with friends and family as well. Whether you're grilling out, putting fireworks in the sky, or having a family board game night, happy 4th of July from Barney Pharmacy in Broken Bow. Contact them to plan ahead for your prescriptions for the holiday.
There's only one way to celebrate the 4th of July, loud and proud. You'll find them east of the downtown Trotters location in Broken Bow and at Longhorn Lanes in Burwell. Just look for the red, white, and blue trailer. Inside, you'll find fireworks that will bring plenty of oohs and ahs with their colors and their bang. From snappers and sparklers to the biggest booms in the sky, a portion of sales goes to support the Broken Bow Lions Club and the Broken Bow Fire Department. Loud and proud fireworks in Broken Bow and Burwell, open every day. Be sure to follow them on Facebook. Loud and Proud Fireworks, where all mullets are welcome.
Did you just finish pulling weeds from your landscaping project, but unable to stand up straight to enjoy it? Team Physical Therapy can help. 872-5111. Did you slide into second, but unable to make it home due to a sprained ankle or pulled muscle? Call Team Physical Therapy, 872-5111. Team Physical Therapy is open at all locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Gothenburg, and Callaway. So don't let that back, neck, shoulder, or leg pain limit you. Give Team Physical Therapy a call at 872-5111.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Lawmakers in the House are set to take up the Senate's version of the president's so-called Big Beautiful Bill today. CBS's Caitlin Huey-Burns.
In a social media post, President Trump had a message for House Republicans. Stay united, have fun, and vote yay.
It's back to work for jurors in Sean Combs' trial. They told the judge they could only reach a partial verdict after getting stuck on a racketeering count. CBS's Katrina Kaufman.
There's a lot of decisions here, whether they committed kidnapping, arson, obstruction of justice, witness tampering, and then, of course, the other underlying sex trafficking and transportation to engage in prostitution charges.
Brian Kohberger set to enter a guilty plea today in the murders of 4 University of Idaho students. CBS's Carter Evans is in Boise.
The terms of the plea deal are that he's basically going to get life in prison, and it would be 4 consecutive life sentences.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your priceless vinyl collection. Sure, you sleep on a futon because the money most people would have spent on a bed you spent on more records. But forget the fact that you can stream just about any song ever created for a few dollars a month. No, you need to listen to music in the most difficult way possible. So go ahead and get Progressive so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Here's a look at Nebraska news. In a story released by KOLN, a crash report revealed new details about a two-vehicle collision that claimed the lives of two teens in northwest Lincoln on Monday. Lincoln Fire and Rescue and Lincoln Police responded to the Antelope Valley Parkway north of the Bob Devaney Sports Center at 1:28 p.m. According to the report, 18-year-old Carwin Bream of Lincoln was driving a red Cadillac northbound on Antelope Valley Parkway when he changed lanes and sped past two vehicles. Police said the Cadillac hydroplaned on the wet road, hit the curb, lost control, and slid into oncoming traffic, where it collided with a blue Nissan pickup driven by a 19-year-old Oklahoma man. Carwin and his 15-year-old sister Carolyn Bream, who was riding in the Cadillac, were transported to a hospital where they later died from their injuries, the report showed. The driver of the pickup was also taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Carwin and Carolyn were both students at the North Star High School. Carolyn was expected to graduate this week from summer school, and Carolyn had completed summer classes and was set to begin her sophomore year in the fall. Lincoln Public Schools said counselors, social workers, and psychologists are at Lincoln High on Tuesday to support students. A memorial has been set up in the school's counseling center and will remain in place for 3 days, after which the items will be given to the family in this ongoing investigation. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's news source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
The Dodgers won the late ball game in the majors, 6-1 over the White Sox. Shohei Ohtani hit his 30th home run of the season. Wins for Arizona and Kansas City. Houston held on 6-5 at Colorado. The Rockies have a record of 19-66. The Cubs and Texas each won. Victories for the Angels, for the A's in 10 innings. But the Cincinnati at Boston game was suspended by rain after 3 innings. It'll continue Wednesday afternoon. Rainouts at Philadelphia, at the Mets, and at Washington, so doubleheaders for them on Wednesday. Pittsburgh won its 5th straight game, 1-0 over St. Louis. Miami won its 8th in a row, 2-0 over Minnesota. And Toronto on Canada Day defeated the Yankees 12-5. George Springer with 2 homers, 7 RBIs. NBA MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander agreed to a 4-year Supermax extension, and the Bucks are waiving Damian Lillard to sign free agent center Miles Turner.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Ample sunshine expected today with daytime highs approaching 93. Southerly winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Clear skies again tonight. Lows level off around 65. Sunshine expected tomorrow. Daytime highs approaching 92. Upper 80s Friday and Saturday with storms both days. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Your friends at the Callaway District Hospital, as well as the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, are always striving for excellence. Reserve a ride with their public transit service. Learn about their specialty clinics, explore careers, and connect with them at CallawayHospital.org.
Moline Seed and Fence was founded in 2014 by Carrie and Shane Moline for one simple reason: to bring all your fencing and pasture needs into one place to make your summer projects easier. With one straightforward mission, Moline Seed and Fence has put together the largest selection of fencing and feedlot supplies in Nebraska. Visit either location in Gothenburg or Thedford to find the best selection of creosote or hedge posts for this summer's barbed wire jobs. Make your barbed wire maintenance easier with a Milwaukee or DeWalt post-hole cordless digger. Moline Seed and Fence also have a great selection of oil field pipe and hardware, guardrail, and gates. With the hot days of summer, get your livestock water needs taken care of with tire tanks, concrete waters, and all your pipeline, fittings, and floats in one stop. Moline Seed and Fence, it all happens under one roof. Give Shane a call or visit either one of their locations today. That's Moline Seed and Fence in Gothenburg and Thedford. Visit them online at molineseedandfence.com or give them a call at 308-529-0781.
10 past the hour of 8 o'clock. Let's go outside with Jack Simpson and find out what it really feels like. Jack, what's it like out there?
It's very hot, but that's because of the humidity. 64 degrees, though, outside with sunny skies. Calm winds out of the south-southeast. Barometric pressure at 30.11. Now the humidity is at 91%. That's what's causing the heat a little bit too much. In the last 24 hours, picked up 26 hundredths of precipitation. The precipitation for this month now at 26 hundredths. High yesterday of 86, overnight low of 60. Sunrise today was at 6:09. Sunset today 9:15. Seeing quite a few pickup and campers go by today, so
I bet they're probably already heading out. As a matter of fact, Mark over at Loop City said they're already having people come in to take in the lodging there at the lake.
Oh, wow.
Now, next week, we're going to need your help.
Okay.
Because next week, we'll be watching for construction to begin.
Okay.
So when you go out there on Monday, look for new signs and maybe some equipment moving in, okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks, Jack.
You're welcome.
All right. Our next guest is here. Ryan is here from the Garden Center. Good morning.
Good morning.
So we're hoping next time you come out, you'll be able to get here.
Yeah.
It was a little tricky this morning. They got downtown messed up. So.
Oh, they're working on it?
Yep. Different pattern or something downtown.
Oh, boy, we're going to have to get used to a new maze.
Yep.
Yeah. I almost had an accident last night, guys.
That's not good.
Yeah, at right in front of the courthouse there.
Mm.
And now, tell me if I'm wrong here, Ryan, because you've had law enforcement experience. You've been a chef, you've been a law enforcement person. Now you're in gardening.
Yeah.
So, I'm heading north, and I'm sitting beside, let's say, Universal Insurance, and I'm going to go straight across, and there's a person on the other side, and they got their left-hand blinker on. They're going to take a left. And there was traffic coming from both ways, and I was waiting. And as soon as a car went by, I thought, well, I'll go across. Well, I almost ended up in the Butler parking lot because I had to accelerate and take a hard right because the person who was making the left-hand turn started at the same time I did. Who has the right-of-way there?
I think it's a person going straight.
I thought so, but evidently... with all that construction, I don't think people get confused as to what they get in a hurry.
Yeah.
Right? So
what another problem too is when that happens and then neither one really knows who should go, so you both wait and then cars come and you're sitting there waiting for another 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then here comes a whole string of trucks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is maybe tests my patience in that situation is when the car that does have the right of way sits there and they wave you on.
Yes.
So let's cause an accident.
Yeah.
That is frustrating because they're trying to be nice, but it really does put a little bit more danger in the situations because you're not really following the flow of traffic. So we'll just have to be patient. But, when you're scheduled next time, if you can't get in this lane here, because we've been told that there may be a time that you're not going to be able to pull in here. They're going to do some kind of major work out here. We'll try to let you know.
Okay.
So we thought we'd park over at the Berean Church parking lot and walk across if we had to. Or maybe the golf driving range would be open and this one wouldn't, and we could pull in there and walk up here. It wouldn't hurt us any. I'll do it for what they're going to do out here and putting in turn lanes on the Rhino Road turn and here at Memorial Drive. They're badly needed, so we'll wait for it to be done.
Yep.
So I'm changing things up downtown, so when I go get the mail, I better be ready.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on, but there was traffic backed up both directions. So.
Oh, okay. Good to know. And holiday traffic coming through.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk gardening. Quarter-inch rain last night.
Oh, that's amazing.
Pretty nice deal.
I seen a flash of lightning. That was about it. I woke up and things were wet this morning, so it's good.
Very good. Very good. Things are coming along, I think. Now, I don't know, last year we had trouble with tomatoes because we had the plants. They were growing, but there wasn't very many blossoms, and we didn't get a lot of tomatoes, and then we couldn't get them to ripen. This year, we have a probably more tomatoes on the vine right now than we had in August of last year. So I think the tomatoes are doing better, at least at our house.
Yeah. So there's a lot of, well, I mean, not a lot, but there's been some issues this year, and the majority of it's environmental. And people don't believe you when you tell them that, but I hate to throw money at an issue that doesn't need money thrown at it. A little patience, and like we were talking about with traffic, a little patience. A lot of times they should come out of it. Now there's different situations for that, but if you have some blight coming on where you're getting the yellowing leaves at the bottom and it works its way up, something like that, you probably need to treat with copper fungicide. On tomatoes, cucumbers, the same thing. Cucumbers also get a lot of times will get a powdery mildew. That can be treated with like a triple action, a fungicide. It's also an insecticide, but and then we've had some folks in with little grasshoppers. I noticed those pretty early as well in our yard, and we have a couple different sprays for those that seems to be pretty effective in getting those. So, but yeah, I think as we get sunshine and instead of staying cool and cloudy and cool overnights, as we kind of warm up and get sunshine here, should see things start to really take off. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, well, it's always fun to compare the seasons to show you just how different they can be, and of course everybody's got different soil and different gardens and more or less shade, and
mm-hmm.
I'm sure that you get asked some difficult questions because everybody's place is a little different. So
yeah, I know when we first bought the garden center there, like every year was different, and I think it still is. They've kind of started to run together a little bit now, but
yeah,
it's interesting the issues that come up one year are not necessarily the same that come up the next year. And
yeah.
So,
but I think you have been at it long enough now that you know what products you need to have on the shelf for all the different things that you mentioned and many others, and certainly I don't think you in today's world, if you buy food at a restaurant or even go to the grocery store, compared to buying a tomato plant,
mm-hmm.
and you get tomatoes from that tomato plant, it's a really good deal.
Right.
So if you have to put a little extra along the way to save those plants and so they'll produce fruit, it's really a great investment. And you get, like you've said before, Ryan, you know what you're getting when you pluck it out of your own garden.
Sure. And, it can be a little bit therapeutic going out and tending to them and watering them and whatnot. So
if you get a chance sometime, I don't know if I want them to see our gourd plants yet, Brent. We have the gourd plants growing out back, some of them are your seeds,
mm-hmm.
And we've got all 7 going now. But I'd be kind of embarrassed for you to look at them right now. But maybe next time you come out, would you take a peek?
Yeah.
All right.
You bet.
Because I'm hoping to have those. What do you suppose a gourd maturity time is, like August or September?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember what the day, like what, days to maturity on those are, but
yeah.
I would think middle of September maybe.
Okay. All right.
So
we'll plan on a gourd stand in September.
I think that would be perfect.
Yeah. So. Gourds for good. First one's going to be Gordy G. Goodman.
Yes. We'll get Gordy holding it with a picture. You know what? We could probably sell the picture, especially if he autographed it. Think about what that would be worth.
They could yes. All different ways to make money off gourds. But they're decorative. And I think a lot of people like to grow decorative things like that, or even pumpkins are fun to have grown your own when you do the pumpkin thing in the fall. So
yeah, I don't know. I mean, we kind of miss our local pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
But, it was always fun to see the fall decorations around town and the way people decorate with them. So
yeah. All right. So right now we're tearing into summer, 1st of July. Talk a little bit about what's going on at the store.
Winding down on annuals and vegetables, that sort of thing. There's still a good amount of annuals you can make fill in spots and containers and whatnot. Garden stuff we're just about out of. We have some good looking tomato plants yet. They're not all. They were, we got them from the growers. Like they're second and third crop, so they're not 4 foot tall or anything like that. They're fairly decent looking yet. But those will probably, by the end of the week start disappearing from the shelves. But yeah, and then on the, the flower side like that, we still have some variety to make a container if you still want to. Moving outside, the perennials are in bloom. A lot of folks working on landscaping or their perennial beds, and so we got shrubs and that sort of thing outside. Still got a good selection of trees, fruit trees, shade trees, that sort of thing. So, and moving inside, we've gotten some new pottery, restocked on houseplants a week or so ago, a couple weeks ago now. So, and then of course all of our, the fertilizers and the insecticides and stuff, that problems that kind of creep up. So,
should mention too that for funeral services, you provide live plants or sell live plants for funeral services, and a lot of people prefer to get the live plant than the others, just because it can be a lasting memory, and you're always up for that, I think.
Yeah, we do. Not only the house plant side of things or the, a potted plant for that, but trees for memorials, we've done that. Roses, shrubs, that sort of thing that people can plant.
Yeah.
As in memorial of their loved ones. So.
And when you get together with your loved ones, it's nice to have a place to sit.
It is.
Outside, and maybe grill up some hamburgers and sit around a table and have some great conversation and fun. And if you have a nice furniture that's comfortable to do that, you can sit there all night. Ryan can help with that, Brent.
I know you can. Yeah.
And it's pretty low maintenance. I mean,
yes.
It's there when you need it, and you don't have to worry about wind comes up in the middle of the night and blowing it over into the neighbor's yard or anything. So,
yeah. And I can tell you, cats enjoy the furniture 3 different ways. I was going to say 2, but 3 actually. When it's hot, they like to be under it. When it's in the morning and they want a little sun, they lay by the potted plant on top of it. And then they also can snuggle up in one of those rockers during the afternoon and take a nap. So if you have cats, they'll be happy. And I would think dogs would enjoy the shade as well. But yeah, it's very durable. And any color combination that you can imagine, I think Ryan can come up with it.
Yeah. If we don't have, exactly what you're looking for, it takes 6 to 8 weeks. We can get it in for you. So we're getting shipments in every month. So it's not a problem to get ordered. I mean, it's going to last a lifetime. We want to make sure you get what you want.
Yeah, and so lots to choose from. And I think you said last time you have some stored somewhere else, and so you got quite a bit of inventory on hand.
Yeah, yep, down in Kearney, up there by the Menards. It's called Haven Patio Company. So indoor showroom there, and lots of, still we're going to have, kind of the same inventory because we can get from both places, but we have a lot more than what we used to just carry up here. So.
Yeah. Okay. I imagine going into July and, as you said, winding down on things as far as gardening goes, your hours a little different now.
Yep. So we got through June. We'll be closed on Sundays now. And then we've shortened our hours on Saturday. So 10 to 2 on Saturday, Monday through Friday, 10 to 5:30. So.
Okay. All right. Still year-round, Brent.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
That's probably one of the questions we've got in the last 2 weeks is they'll call and ask if we're still open. And, for the season, they think we've closed for the season. And, we're open year-round.
You're there every day, almost. I'm glad you're getting Sundays off. You guys always put a lot of time in. And it's fun to come there on a Sunday, though, during the busy season and see 6, 8, 10 cars in your parking lot. That's
yeah.
You have a great season, but you're there all year round, and all the things you talked about fit nicely for 12 months a year. So we appreciate that. Facebook, I know you guys do that, and website and so forth.
Yep. We do kind of keep things up to date on Facebook. Try to, and as far as the patio side of things, prairiepatiofurniture.com. You can get on there and look around. So.
Okay. All right. Well, be careful going back to town.
I got to plan my route a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I know going to the post office, it's better to take a left, go down Memorial Drive, and attack it from that way.
Yeah.
You can do that. Yeah. But again, we'll be patient with that. It's really going to be nice when it's all done. And by the way, really hasn't been a problem. Your location, you're a block off Highway 2. Most people get there by turning south next to the dollar store there.
Yep.
Is that open yet, or do you know?
Well, it was yesterday.
If not, you can hit one of the other ones and take a side street in.
Yep.
So, all right. Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We'll take a time out with these words.
Make us part of your morning routine.
Just really great music, and you guys are fun and active and lively and just a good station.
Central Nebraska wakes up with Dave and Brent on The Breakfast Show.
Hey, this is Andrew from Rise Rehab and Performance. It's that time of year we want to get out and enjoy the nice weather. Walking, running, yard work, gardening. Whatever the case, that increased activity unfortunately means some of us are going to have some troubles. Foot pain, hip pain, low back pain. Hopefully not all of it. But at Rise Rehab and Performance, we're set up to help you out. We can get you back active and enjoying this nice weather. So come visit us on West Highway 2 or call us at 872-5800.
Evans Feed Company is proud to serve Central Nebraska's cattle producers with quality feed, mineral, and salt products, and great service, too. Evans Feed has a full line of feed products on hand. Bulk grain products, creep feed, and distiller's pellets, too. They have a very complete line of horse, goat, sheep, pig, bird, and chicken feeds, and pet foods galore. Check out Evans Feed. They deliver great products to your farm or ranch. 800-830-2119. Give them a call. That's Evans Feed, locally owned and operated.
The folks at Nebraska State Bank want to wish you and your family a happy and safe summer, filled with lots of memory-making fun. Barbecues, swimming, ball games, and the county fair are some of the best parts of summer. They look forward to all the local celebrations and parades and hope to see you there too. Do your banking at nesb.bank. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We appreciate that. Want to let you know that we'll be having a live broadcast from Myrna this morning in the 9 o'clock hour. Heritage Days being held this holiday weekend, as usual. We'll find out all the details from the folks there in the 9 o'clock hour. Also, at the end of the show today, again, we'll give you a new code word that will allow you to get yourself entered again for the gas cards to be used at Trotter's Woe and Go. A $1,000 card, $500 card, and $50 gas card will be given away at the end of the month. And all you have to do to enter is listen for the code word at the end of the breakfast show and at 3:30 each day on both of our radio stations, and then enter it on the contest page of sandhillsexpress.com. Plus, get additional entries with code words we'll have with us at parades and community events. And you can enter every day through July. So good luck, and hopefully, I mean, who couldn't use $1,000 in gas? Come on.
Oh, I know. That's why I keep asking if I'm eligible,
And
but
you're not.
You keep saying no.
Nope. Sorry. But that would be sweet.
Yes, yeah. Great prize, and appreciate all of the sponsors who are helping us with it, especially Trotters Woe and Go. So great partnering with them for a great giveaway.
Yeah, and a few other great businesses are involved in that as well that you'll be hearing about when we have the code word released at the end of the show today.
Mm-hmm.
I did see an email from Omaha. I believe it was Omaha. A gentleman says he listens to the show in his car online. And you say, how do they do that? Well, I was in my cousin's car over the weekend. He has one of those new Prius. It's a hybrid. It's got a gas tank on one side and an electric plug-in on the other.
Oh, really?
It's really cool.
Yeah.
And it has one of those big screens on the dash. And we were on the way to go get something to eat, and he says, I don't remember your station. And I looked at the screen, and there was the KCNI and KBBN apps on his screen.
Yep.
And he just pushed the app, and it came on.
Mm-hmm.
So evidently that's what the gentleman's doing in Omaha, or has his phone hooked to his radio, which you can do. So you can listen to our stations anywhere, anytime. We're both on 24 hours. Anyway, I didn't mean to get into a promo like that. But anyway, this gentleman tried to enter his code, and he was unable to do that. So I'm sure Jeremy will respond. He says, am I not eligible because I'm not from the area? I don't think that's the case. But anyway, it's great to have you listening in Omaha, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Also, it is 8:32, so let's wish Sydney Wells a happy birthday today.
Yay, happy birthday.
She is in town, come to see her mom. Probably going to spend the weekend at Heritage Days, I would imagine.
I bet so,
Coming back. Maybe she's having a special alumni gathering.
Maybe.
She's been out of school a while.
Yes.
Sydney, I won't say how long, but you've been out of school a while.
Yeah.
Anyway, happy birthday, Sydney. You're a great young lady, always with a smile. Appreciate you. You know, I was thinking about Chapin's Furniture.
Yes.
And how long that Connie and Lola and Jean have been working together to make sure we have a store on the corner that's been there for a long, long time. Before the Southside fire, they rebuilt.
Mm-hmm.
I always think about how it would have been so easy for Lola and Jean and Connie at that stage in their lives go, you know what, we're not going to rebuild. We're at the age, and they weren't old at that time, but you know, that's a commitment to rebuild a store from ashes back to serve the community for as long as it has since that fire. So thank you very much, Chapin's Furniture and Decorating. And a lot of you folks remember that side of this block with all the different businesses in it, and we still have Chapin's on the corner. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I think due to a lot of hard work and possibly a little stress here and there, Lola's gotten a little crazy. She's gotten a little out there sometimes with her specials. She's still solid as far as day-to-day life, but her specials are a little bit out of, reasonable.
A little bit, yeah, especially on Wednesday.
Yes.
So let's tell you what's for Wednesday at Chapin's Interiors and Square One Boutique. It's your last chance to pick up something patriotic before the 4th of July. Lola has her red, white, and blue apparel all marked down 25%. And you can show your patriotism with something new and fun from Square One Boutique. Again, it's 25% off all the red, white, and blue apparel at Square One. So stop in today. That's what's for Wednesday at Chapin's Interiors and Square One Boutique. Now, they know the construction makes it kind of challenging, but you can always use the west and south doors and come on in. Chapin's and Square One, south side of the square in Broken Bow. That is what's for Wednesday.
I want you to get ready to go on to your island.
Oh,
Brent,
boy. Okay.
Because this particular phrase will make you a little uneasy, but I think you'll feel better after I explain.
Okay.
Okay? This just in to the breakfast show. Don't cut the cheese before you hit the hay.
Okay.
Now, I know that's embarrassing to you, but let me tell you about a new study.
Oh, wonderful. Love studies.
A new study finds that eating dairy before bed can lead to nightmares.
Oh.
Especially if you happen to be a bit lactose intolerant, let's say, or something like that. 40% of participants said certain foods affected their sleep, and over half admitted to eating cheese or sweets before their nightmares began. Women more likely to have nightmares in this situation than men for some reason. And they also remember them better the next morning, the ladies do, after they.
Oh.
So let's change the phrase. Don't slice cheese and eat it just before you go to bed. And probably not a big bowl of cottage cheese is not recommended. And I think hot Mexican food you might want to avoid just before you go to bed, too.
Yeah, maybe.
So anyway, that's just the end of the breakfast show.
Thank you.
You didn't get too embarrassed.
No, not too bad. Yeah. Thanks for the warning, though.
Sure.
Before you read the story.
Well, I know this is one of those situations where we don't agree on the subject matter, and I already know this, and a lot of times we avoid things we disagree on because we want to have a happy-go-lucky, fun show, not one of these situations that goes on the news all the time, or these cable talk shows and so forth.
Oh, where they get into the debate?
Well, I find anymore there's not a lot of debating. Depends on which channel you watch. But anyway, this is World UFO Day. And I know that you are a skeptic of
I am.
Life in space other than us. But let's go back to 1947.
Okay.
Good reason today we have World UFO Day. 78 years ago, a guy named Kenneth Arnold, totally sober, by the way. I don't know if they tested him or exactly what, but anyway, he says he witnessed 9 high-speed crescent-shaped objects near Mount Rainier in Washington. Then, 2 weeks later, a farmer, and we all know that farmers are very sane people.
Yes, and very perceptive.
Yes. Claimed to have found a UFO crash site. Very famous now, Roswell, New Mexico. It's also why we question why we celebrate this on July 2nd, as it actually happened the first one was in June. But it's also still a mystery about life out in space beyond human beings. But, of course, I lean towards that someday there's going to be
yes, I know.
sort of a being.
You have shared your thoughts on how you believe certain marks out in our backyard are proof, I guess, of UFOs and alien life.
Yes.
So, interesting.
Yes. It kind of spooks me out. Anyway.
Yeah. I will say this whole concept, what you're talking about, it has made for some great movies that I have enjoyed over the years. Yeah. I will say that.
I agree with you. Sometimes as human beings here on Earth, right now we're the only ones that we know of, but anyway, we make excuses. It ain't my fault. That is one of Brent and I's favorite songs.
Yes. Yeah.
Who does that? The
Brothers Osborne.
Brothers Osborne,
sings it, yeah.
It ain't my fault. It's everybody else's fault for the trouble I'm in. Well, one of the excuses that we often use when we have made a mistake or something has went awry is, I forgot. Sorry, I forgot. And I will say also that can be a very honest statement.
I was going to say, yeah.
But anyway, it's I Forgot Day.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So today, it's okay if you use the excuse, I forgot, to make amends for all that stuff, to slip your mind and cause somebody to get really mad at you. Don't worry about it today.
All right.
Okay.
It's good to know.
Also, Made in the USA Day today.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Celebrating the companies that make their, I hate this word, stuff in the United States. There aren't many left, so look for the Made in the USA label. If you're making a decision between the same item and you notice that you have a choice between Made in the USA and Made in Taiwan or China or Japan or Australia or wherever, if you would like to buy American products, go ahead and check the label. Birthdays today.
Okay. Who's celebrating?
Margot Robbie, 35 today.
Barbie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also was a star in Suicide Squad and Wolf of Wall Street. But Barbie probably put her on the map permanently as far as a star. And she's kind of I wouldn't call her a late bloomer because she's been in a lot of things up to this point. But 35 is a point where a lot of people are beginning to look at towards the end of their career, unfortunately, especially on the ladies' side. And she's just getting started. Larry David.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
78 today, creator of Seinfeld and Curb Your Enthusiasm, which is a very disturbing but yet fun show to watch.
Never seen a lot of Seinfeld episodes, but never watched Curb Your Enthusiasm.
The cool thing about that show is that a lot of it is ad-libbed. They know the conversation direction that they need to go with the end result to it, but a lot of it is just them making up the chatter as it goes. And they're very talented in doing that.
Yeah.
And he really plays the sarcastic, know-it-all, stubborn person very, very well. And it gets a little uncomfortable sometimes because he does some really stupid stuff. This one I wouldn't know, but again, we're different. You would probably know this. The Hitman.
Bret Hart?
Yes.
Yes.
He's 68 today.
All right. The excellence of execution.
Oh, thank you.
The best there was, the best there is, and the best there ever will be.
He's a 5-time WWF World Heavyweight Champion and 2-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion in his 20-year career. So I guess you know him pretty well.
I've heard of him.
Jerry Hall. Jerry Hall is 70 today. She is a model. She was, quote, unofficially married to Mick Jagger for years, had 4 children with him. She is officially married and divorced from the Fox magnate Rupert Murdoch.
Oh.
And she is 70 today. Those are some birthdays. If you're having a birthday along with Sidney Wells and these stars, happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Today. Today is top songs of 1995 on the countryside.
Okay.
So I pulled up the top one. I don't know if this is the top one, but I'm going to play it. It's kind of slow, kind of easy going. So pour yourself a cup of coffee and pull out one of those special brownies. And never mind. We'll take a time out. We'll be right back with that song.
Duda Plumbing, the guys you want when you need a new septic system or your existing system needs a good pumping. With Scott and Colton boasting over 40 years of experience, they know a thing or two about keeping things flowing smoothly. Don't wait until your backyard or basement smell like a swamp. Get on their schedule for a pump every 2 years. For the really tough spots, their sewer camera can spy on what their eyes can't catch. For over 40 years, Duda Plumbing, where they do the plumbing.
Join me, Chad Dolan of Reynolds Auction and Realty on July 18th at 7 p.m. for the annual Kearney Cruise Night Classic Car Auction. Want to buy or sell a classic car or truck? Do it this year at Kearney Cruise Night. Nationwide live internet bidding, great food and cold drinks in the air-conditioned building at the Buffalo County Fairgrounds in Kearney. Just $2 admission and a lot of fun and entertainment for the whole family. To consign your car or truck now, give us a call at 308-832-2444 or check us out at reynoldsauction.highbid.com. We'll see you at the sale.
The Polaris Ranger is set up with all the comforts to keep you rolling from sun up to sundown. Agline ATV stocks their Polaris lineup with the machines that best suits the needs of the farmers and ranchers of central Nebraska. Our shop crew takes pride in providing you with the best service to take on the tough jobs day in and day out. Check out the 2025 lineups as you tackle your spring projects with Agland ATV and Broken Bow. Always wear a helmet, never drink and ride.
Online at aglandatv.net. Agland ATV, Broken Bow.
The Gas Up the Good Life giveaway has rolled out with nearly $2,000 in Trotters Woe and Go cards waiting for lucky winners. Tune in to KCNI and KBBN every day at 9:30 and 3:30 to catch the daily code words. Enter them online at sandhillsexpress.com for your shot at winning. Want even more chances? Keep an eye out for our parade car or find us at local events. Bonus codes could pop up anywhere, whether it's $1,000 or $500. Someone's winning, but it won't be you unless you enter. Powered by Trotters, Woe and Go, and Broken Bow, Sargent, Myrna, and beyond. It's time to gas up the good life.
All right, Brett, help me here. It's 8:46, and the song is Jeff Carson, Not On Your Love, from 1995.
Okay, yeah. It was, number one hit.
Was it a big hit?
It was, yeah. And you're right. It's a love song. But it's a pretty song.
Is it gushy?
Maybe a little bit. Yeah. But he had a handful of hits, but this was probably his biggest hit. I didn't realize it would be number one for the year, though.
I didn't either. Let's check it out. little bit, if you would, on
Yes.
the Chamber of Commerce here in Broken Bow.
Well, of course.
They usually are on Fridays. Stephanie comes out and does a Friday show on public affairs on KCNI, but due to the holiday, I guess she just didn't want to come out on the 4th.
Yeah, right. I was, it was yesterday. I was looking at my calendar and I'm like, wait a minute. We don't do public affairs on holidays. So called Steph, and she was very kind to come in and yesterday actually recorded. We're going to play that interview back for you, and we will have public affairs for you on the air today, featuring the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce with their weekly report. So that will air today on KCNI, 1280 AM and 96.3 FM, and that'll be on public affairs at around 10:05. And among the things that we talk about, and there was a lot that we talked about because there is so much coming up. First off, don't forget Market on the Square is tomorrow. 10 to 4, the vendors will be there, so check it out. Market on the Square tomorrow, 10 to 4, downtown Broken Bow. And, of course, they have a big week next week. My goodness, it's Crazy Days, if you can believe that already.
No.
So a week from tomorrow, Crazy Days starts Thursday, July 11th through Saturday, July 13th. Sizzling savings and sales. And I know you always emphasize this, and I don't think we can emphasize it enough. When you think about Crazy Days and what some of the businesses do for sales and everything, a lot of the sales they do run Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thursday is always kind of the big day, but a lot of the sales go all the way through Saturday, so keep that in mind for Crazy Days. We'll be doing our annual Crazy Days remote broadcast on Thursday, July 11th, to let you know what's going on. Market on the Square will be on Thursday and Friday Market on the Square will be on Thursday next week during Crazy Days. And then they'll have a special event next Friday on the 11th. They're going to do hot dogs and handstands with performances by Joel Rand Dance and Tumbling Academy in the square, so be watching for that. One of the exciting things that the Chamber is bringing back to the area next week, the D.C. Lynch Carnival, going to be back in town.
That's great.
That is great. Going to be set up at the Custer County Fairgrounds as they have been in the past. Also on Saturday, don't miss out on their 5K Donut Dash, and the car show will be in downtown Broken Bow on Saturday as well. And then Crazy Days activities kind of wrap up Saturday night with a free concert with the Kyle Saylor Band. They'll be in the City Square from 7 to 11. So a lot of things happening during Crazy Days next week. We talk about all of that with Steph, and we'll air that for you on Public Affairs today at 10:05.
Thank you. Also, here's an idea for you. Yes. Got the carnival coming in. We've got Crazy Days coming up. Alumni weekend is that Crazy Days weekend. So a lot of alumni will be back. And if you have a chance, show them the Fox Theater.
Yeah.
When you got the company coming to town, take them to the movies. And when it's hot out there and you need to cool off, the air conditioning is working just fine at the Fox Theater. So go in, take a break, take in a movie, have some popcorn and something to drink, because they have some great movies.
They do, and today is a huge day. It's going to start in the afternoon. Don't forget they have their summer movie series during the summer, and they present a special movie on Wednesdays in the afternoon at 2 o'clock at a big discounted price. And today it's Trolls World Tour is what they'll be showing. So come on out and enjoy that. That'll be today at 2 o'clock, their summer movie series. Now tonight, get ready. Special premiere. Lots of times the new movies, they come in on Friday, right? Mm-hmm. The dinosaurs are coming to the Fox Theater tonight. It's the big premiere of Jurassic World Rebirth. This time, Zora leads a team of skilled operatives to the most dangerous place on Earth, an island research facility for the original Jurassic Park. So come on out and enjoy the premiere of Jurassic World Rebirth. It'll start tonight, showtime at 7:10, and then Jurassic World Rebirth will run all the way through the holiday weekend into next week. One of the biggest movies of the summer, and it premieres for you tonight at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. All right, here's what else is on tap as we go through the rest of this week and through the holiday weekend. Continuing the show will be How to Train Your Dragon. This is the live-action film remake of the animated classic So that will continue to show. The Brad Pitt movie. Man, this thing has, I haven't seen it yet, but it's getting rave reviews. I think it's the #1 movie at the box office right now.
I want to see it.
And that's F1.
F1.
The movie. Formula One racing. Sonny Hayes was Formula One's most promising driver until an accident on the track nearly ended his career. But 30 years later, he's back. So check it out, F1 the movie. It'll continue to show this week on through the holiday weekend and into next week as well. Check out their wonderful website, watchthefox.com. You can get tickets through their website to the shows coming up, which you think about how big some of these movies are. That might not be a bad idea to get your tickets online so you know you have a seat when you come in. But check it out, watchthefox.com. It'll give you all of the show times, give you the whole lineup. And then don't forget, every Tuesday they feature free popcorn night brought to you by the Nebraska State Bank. That's at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow.
I think I might ask Joan to go to the movies.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I think.
Oh, you're going to have a date?
I think I'll ask her if she wants to go to F1.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to hold her hand.
Are you gonna do that? Are you gonna do that trick where you get the big bucket of popcorn, you set it in between, and then just you see her hand go to the popcorn container, and then you just kind of put your hand in the popcorn container at the same time, and the next thing you know, you're holding hands.
That's one trick.
Yeah.
Or get done with the popcorn, and then when she just has her hand there, just reach over and gently squeeze it, and try not to use it as a shifter during the movie. Because if you get excited and you're holding hands, you might put on the brake and downshift and squeeze her hand. I don't want to do that.
Okay, right. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
We'll take a time out.
In the morning, you are awakened by the twitter of a little bird.
No, it's Dave and Brent.
I knew there was a reason I got out of bed this morning.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI, KBBN.
Did you know that there are supplemental health insurance policies that enhance your coverage? Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. You're used to hearing me talk about annual enrollments, Medicare, and private health insurance, but dental, vision, accident, cancer, and hospital indemnity plans are available year-round. These affordable coverages can help ease the financial burden when the unexpected happens. Give Lori or myself a call at 308-836-2201 or stop into the office in Callaway or Broken Bow.
The right approach to care makes all the difference. And at Broken Bow Dental, that means staying true to the values that matter most to this community. Dr. Casey McLeod and her team build lasting relationships, knowing every patient by name. She also listens, making certain your treatment is the right fit. And with advanced technology, the team at Broken Bow Dental streamlines care, completing procedures in fewer visits so you can get back to what matters most. Located right off Highway 2 in Broken Bow, Dr. McLeod's practice is now accepting patients. Better, brighter, Broken Bow Dental.
Looking for banking that fits your lifestyle? At Burning Bank, our online and mobile banking puts the power in your pocket. Check your balance on the go, set spending controls, and stay ahead of fraud with real-time alerts. Pay bills, view transactions, and manage your money anytime, anywhere. Bank smarter, not harder with Burning Bank. Fast, secure, convenient. It's time to build, grow, and thrive. Call Burning Bank today. Burning Bank, member FDIC.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Jurors are resuming deliberations at Sean Combs' sex trafficking trial a day after they told the judge they'd reached a partial verdict but got stuck on the most serious charge. Former federal prosecutor Lori Levinson.
In some ways, it's not surprising that they haven't reached a verdict because racketeering is such a unique crime
many jurors often don't understand how it applies.
The House could vote today on the new Senate version of President Trump's spending bill. Some Republicans object to the price tag and deep cuts to health care. Speaker Mike Johnson.
I encouraged them to amend it as lightly as possible. They went a little further than many of us would have preferred.
Severe storms forced some lawmakers to change travel plans to get to Washington to vote. South Carolina Republican Russell Fry among them.
Flights up and down the East Coast are being canceled, but I'm not going to chance being stuck in Myrtle Beach in this historic opportunity.
He drove. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Discover the 4th of July sale at Target. Save 20% on clothing and swimwear for women, select cookies with Target Circle, and up to 50% off Sun Squad sporting goods. Get ready for a fireworks-worthy celebration with patriotic cookies, fun sports gear, and of course, spectacular fits. The deal's end July 5th, so hurry and get 20% off apparel, select cookies with Target Circle, and 50% off Sun Squad sports gear, only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
The Dodgers won the late ball game in the majors, 6-1 over the White Sox. Shohei Ohtani hit his 30th home run of the season. Wins for Arizona and Kansas City. Houston held on 6-5 at Colorado. The Rockies have a record of 19-66. The Cubs and Texas each won. Victories for the Angels, for the A's in 10 innings. But the Cincinnati at Boston game was suspended by rain after 3 innings. It'll continue Wednesday afternoon. Rainouts at Philadelphia, at the Mets, and at Washington, so doubleheaders for them on Wednesday. Pittsburgh won its 5th straight game, 1-0 over St. Louis. Miami won its 8th in a row, 2-0 over Minnesota. And Toronto on Canada Day defeated the Yankees 12-5. George Springer with 2 homers, 7 RBIs. NBA MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander agreed to a 4-year Supermax extension, and the Bucks are waiving Damian Lillard to sign free agent center Miles Turner.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Ample sunshine expected today with daytime highs approaching 93. Southerly winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Clear skies again tonight. Lows level off around 65. Sunshine expected tomorrow. Daytime highs approaching 92. Upper 80s Friday and Saturday with storms both days. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Napa know-how.
Wenquist Incorporated, not just family-owned since 1925, family-owned and dedicated to the finest customer service since 1925. They're proud to be your local Napa connection in Broken Bow with a great stock of parts and tools for your projects. Visit them on East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
9:03. I am so curious that I'm going to have to ask. Cadence, what does she have in her lunch bucket today? What is she eating today? Let's find out. Here she comes. I hope she doesn't think it's too personal, but I wondered what she's having for lunch today. She brings her lunch.
This could almost be a new segment on the morning show. What has Cadence brought for lunch?
Is it a sandwich? Does she have chips? How you doing, Cadence?
I'm doing great.
Good. It's good to have you in. Do you mind us asking, what are you having for lunch today?
So last night I went to Kearney to see The Little Mermaid, which the Crane River Theater was performing. So we stopped at Chipotle. So I've got some leftover Chipotle and some chips.
Wow.
That sounds good.
It does.
I've never dined there, but it looks really fresh and good to eat.
Yeah. And they give you like big portions. So I knew I could eat some and still have some left over for today.
Now, see, that's a planner.
She's a planner.
Right there.
She's a good planner.
Now, are you? You mentioned. I can never say. Is it? It's Chipotle, right? Because I want to keep saying Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Chipotle. Okay, thanks, Cadence. Anyway, I watched I've never been. I'm like Dave. I've never been there, but I see their advertisements on TV all the time. So my question is: Are you a guac person because
No.
they really promote that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
And I'm not a fan of that.
I'm not a big fan of avocados,
Yeah.
so I don't usually like guacamole. I mean, I've tried it before and it's okay, but I usually am not going to pay extra for something that I don't like. So
Okay. So you can get it made without the guacamole.
Yeah.
Okay. I might be more apt to go in there now.
So again, what did you get, a salad or what did you have there?
I got a burrito bowl, so it's basically what you put in a burrito, but no tortilla shell. It's just
nice.
in a bowl, and they pack it up nice, and it's perfect for leftovers.
Yeah, so we'll know what you're having today for lunch. What stories are you working on today?
A lot of previews because we've got Oconto coming up, and Myrna Heritage Day is coming up.
All right, and you have Sumner on the air this morning, I think.
Oh, yes.
That you did
Yep.
put together, so you'll hear that a couple more times today. So
Mhm.
is summer going by quickly, Cadence?
Oh, yeah. I can't believe it's July already.
I know. What are you doing for the 4th? You going to go back to the lake or?
So we're going to go up to Ashland where my aunt and uncle live, and they've got a little lake out there that they like to go on, and so we'll go up there Thursday night, be there Friday, and then on Saturday they have this big fireworks show. So
Sounds fun.
yeah.
Yeah. Cadence never sits still. Have you noticed that? She's always doing something.
Yes.
Well,
That's
she
good.
sits still at a desk. Yeah, here's the thing about Cadence. What I like about Cadence, I'll just tell it right in front of Cadence. She walks in, she puts down her lunch bucket, and she goes to work. And she works all day. And if you don't bother her, she just keeps working.
Yeah.
But I usually try to bother her at least once a day. She had her senior pictures taken Monday.
Yep.
Yeah. I
Yep.
cannot believe how long that took.
It did take a while, but we got every picture that I wanted. We went to so many different cool places, and then I got my sports pictures taken, and those usually just take a while just because I have so many jerseys from all the sports and stuff, and we've got at least 4 volleyball jerseys. So, but it was a good time. It was fun.
Good. And I think you had some speech pictures taken.
Yes, I did also have some speech pictures. We went to our school and we were like, well, we don't have a key, but hopefully it's unlocked, and it was. And so we got in there, and I wanted my speech plaque from when we got district champion 2 years ago. And so we were looking, and it's like kind of up high in this little, I don't even know what it is, but you just like slide it in and out. And it was the very last one on there, and there was a ladder right there. So we could just...
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
Wow. I'm glad it went well.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy that you followed the example that we set in the back area, where when we get to our cubicle, we just go straight to work. There's no visiting or talking or anything. I'm glad you've been able to follow our example.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, Cadence.
I knew Dave would love that.
I think he's embellishing just a little bit. Good to have you in the studio. Thanks, Cadence.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Looks like the guys are hooked up, and so we're going to do one more thing. We want to talk about Quality Senior Villages real quick. Do you have that in front of you?
I do, yes.
Right.
Yep.
I hoped I pulled that out.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Quality Senior Villages, a wonderful care facility that specializes in assisted living care for people battling Alzheimer's and dementia. And they are looking for some help. They are currently seeking medication aides, certified nurse aides, and cooks to join their compassionate care team. CNA and med aid positions available. Shifts would include evenings, nights, and part-time and weekends. Requirements: medication aid and or CNA license preferred. Will train the right candidate. You must be dependable and caring, and certainly experience with Alzheimer's and dementia care would be a plus. Also, they have availability for cook positions, day and evenings, must be able to cook home-cooked meals, and must be dependable. For more information, you can contact Jeanette or Shelley at this number, 872-6387. 872-6387. That's Quality Senior Villages.
All right, we're going to throw the dice.
All right.
The radio
We're throwing it.
dice, live dice. We're going to thank the sponsors and send it to Myrna and hear about all the Myrna Heritage Days 2025 activities. So let's thank Our sponsors, Myers Construction, happy to help support Myrna and hope that you have a great time. Muddy Creek Auto, if you're looking for a new ride, Muddy Creek Auto is the place to go. If you don't see what you're looking for, talk to Erin. She'll be able to help you find what you want. Central Nebraska Diesel, your local Renke irrigation dealer. They are fully equipped to keep you running. Eureka Valley Ag, inviting you to come to the community center for lunch on Saturday from 11 to 2 to help support the 4-H kids. And call Peter for all your hay and equipment needs at 308-643-7212. Loud and Proud Fireworks. Shop Loud and Proud for the best and most unique fireworks. Look for the red, white, blue trailer in Broken Bow and in Burwell. Markham Construction welcomes everybody to Myrna this weekend. The Secret Garden. Follow her on Facebook. Keep up with her, and you can find her at downtown Broken Bow tomorrow and Myrna in this Saturday. Kristen Electric hopes to see you in Myrna this weekend. Consolidated, the super-fast internet, can help you find out more information in a hurry with all the fun activities coming up this summer. Proud to support Myrna Heritage Days Consolidated. Hillary Williams Photography. Call Hillary at 308-870-4620 for wonderful photography sessions that she'll provide for you. Nebraska Pasture Door, located on the west side of the square in Broken Bow, proud to support Myrna Heritage Days. Custer Public Power District, happy to support the communities in which they serve. Trotter, Woe and Go, and Trotter Fertilizer in Myrna. Stop in for some cool air, snacks, ice, and refreshments this weekend or anytime. Nebraska State Bank, with locations in Callaway, Myrna, and 2 locations in Broken Bow, wish you a safe and enjoyable time at Myrna Heritage Days. Trias Ag, proud supporters of Myrna Heritage Days, and they hope to see you this weekend. And the Dairy Queen in Broken Bow, cool off this weekend at the DQ. They have lots of new items to choose from. And Downey Well Company and Cousin Eddie's Campground, proud supporters of Heritage Days. They wish you a fun time this weekend in Myrna. Those are our sponsors of the remote broadcast. Let's go to Myrna and find out more with Jeremy and the ladies. Jeremy?
We're in Myrna, and we are broadcasting from Cousin Eddie's Campground, and we're glad to have you folks along. We're going to be learning about all things Myrna Heritage Days, and we're going to jump right into it. We've got Spencer Goodman here, and he's got microphone in hand, and we're going to be talking golf tournament. And you've got the sheet in front of you, and you got all the details, so I'll let you start wherever you want to start, Spencer. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, so our booster club, the Anselmo Myrna Booster Club, we're putting on a golf tournament. This is the second time that we've done it, so second annual. Hopefully we can continue to be annual. This is a fundraiser for our booster club. It's going to take place tomorrow at the Broken Bow Golf Course. Thank you to the Broken Bow Golf Course for allowing us to use their course. We'll have check-in for teams at about 12 p.m., so noon, and then we'll do a shotgun start at 1 p.m. It's going to be a fun day. Team entry fees, we're still taking them, so if there's some teams that want to pop in, it's not an alumni tournament, so if there's some people that are in the area that, get a wild hair to go golf and do a 4-man scramble, we'd love to have you. Team entry fees are $300. It goes to a great cause, that Anselmo Myrna Booster Club. We've had a lot of great participation this year. I think we're at 15 teams that are officially signed up, and like I said, we'll go ahead and take walk-ins tomorrow as well. We have 5 hole sponsors, so thank you to the hole sponsors. I won't list them off. I'll go ahead and we'll thank them on our Facebook site, just so I don't take too much time. And we've also got flag prizes on every single hole. So
great,
pretty awesome support from our communities. Pitching in and making tomorrow hopefully a great day.
Is this 9 or 18 holes?
This will be an 18-hole tournament.
Okay.
It's looking like right now we'll have about 2 teams per hole. We might throw a third on a few if we can get some more teams to participate tomorrow.
Well, and the nice thing about a 4-man scramble, hopefully, unless you're scrambling with me, is that play moves along pretty quickly because you've usually got at least one usable ball out of the 4. So
Yes.
You kind of move yourself along the course pretty well.
Absolutely. I think, crossing my fingers, it's that 6:30, 7 o'clock time should be about when we finish. A big thing here, I've had a few people who've called and asked, if you don't have a cart, go ahead and give the country club a call and reserve some, or reach out to some people that you know that you might be able to borrow a cart from. That'll definitely help speed up pace of play so we're not walking.
There's always the possibility you have one team walking her, but 18 holes, that'd be quite the walk. And
it would be.
So all for a great cause. Again, he said to benefit the Booster Club. One more time, hit on who they should hit up and the number to do so to get signed up and kind of the cost involved.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you want to go ahead and get yourself signed up, or maybe you want to throw in another flag prize, we're more than willing. You can contact me at spencer.goodman@amcoyotes.org, or you can give the school a call at 308-643-2224. They'll pass that along to me, and I'll get a hold of you.
Great. Sounds good. Best of luck to you. You're on a team, too?
I am.
Okay. All
me
right.
and Coach Gilligan and a few others from the area. So
oh, nice.
We're going to give it our best.
Okay. Sounds good. Good
Thank
luck.
you very much.
Yep. Thank you, Spencer. All right. So sign up for the golf tournament, folks, if you would like to check it out. And Spencer's information is on the main Heritage Days poster, which is around as well. And you can find that on the Heritage Days Facebook page as well. All right. We've got our next guest, and you're going to be talking
the banquet. Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll just do the same thing I did to Spencer, allow you to hop right into things.
Yeah, that's great. I can do that.
Go for it.
So our foundation banquet, it's the Anselmo Myrna Foundation banquet, and it's for we celebrate the alumni classes, and then we have community members, anybody who wants to come support really the Anselmo Myrna, the school, the teachers, all of that. And that's what we do for a fundraiser. It's our sole fundraiser for the year. And that event is on Saturday night. It's our first time. This is our 10th one that we've done, and it's our first time doing it in Myrna this year. So a lot more work, a lot more coordinating. Right now we're planning around 250 people at the community center, and then we'll have 3 tents that we set up back behind the community center with like picnic tables in it. And then we have a band that night also. Switchback is the band that we're having.
Great.
So we have prime rib dinner it starts at social hour at 5:30. Dinner starts at 6:30. We'll have the prime rib dinner, and then we'll do our silent auction, a live auction, and then the band will start.
Okay.
So
sounds like a full evening.
It is a full evening. Yeah, I think we have everything planned. We have lots of donors. We have some raffles. Obviously the auction items. So yeah, it's a big event that we kind of put together and coordinate, and we're excited to try it in Myrna for the first time. We did a community survey, and we usually do it in Broken Bow because we have the cobblestone, and that's just such a wonderful event center for us. And so we had some feedback that we should try in Myrna. So we've scoped out some places, and we'll give it a try and give it our best effort and see how it goes.
Well, you never know unless you try,
That's exactly right.
And
Yep.
you said it was year number 10?
Yep, number 10.
Nice even year to
Yep.
give it a shot,
Yep.
see what happens.
Yep.
And sounds like you've got some good interest already.
Yes, so anybody that we still accommodate people for tickets. You can buy them online, contact a foundation board member. And then we have them obviously on our website. So just go out there. If you still need tickets, that we can still accommodate that. So yeah,
Okay.
come on out.
Sounds great. Sounds like a good time.
I will add, so we are having the band switchback in the evening. We had previously kind of advertised like a $5 gate charge, and we are doing away with that. Really, we just want people to come out and celebrate. So if you don't come to the banquet dinner at 6:30, come for 9 o'clock for the band. It'll be kind of like a street dance. We'll have it closed off with some panels. So again, if you don't have any plans on Saturday, come out to the band and enjoy the night.
All right. Sounds great.
Perfect.
And then the contact, what's the website that people can get tickets on?
It is a-mfoundation.com, and then
Okay.
that'll direct you to the link of where you buy tickets. Or like I said, you can call me, you can call a foundation member. The committee members, it's myself, Christy Bartok, Zach Bartok, Kyle Blakeman, Lori Klein, Wynn Sterner, Gina Cantrell, Lynn Coleman, Rodney Lamb, and Tracy Johnson. So again, contact any of them. They can help you out too, or you can do it online.
and their numbers are readily available.
Yes,
Just talk to a couple of people, and I'm sure they got one of their phone numbers in their phone.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Well, thank you very much,
Yes,
and
thank you.
have a good time.
Yes.
Okay. So great. We've got a good group of people over here off of camera, folks, and we've got a good represent. Yeah, come on in. Come on in. We've got a good group of people talking all things Heritage Days. And what would you like to talk about?
I'm going to talk about the kickoff of that morning. We're
Okay.
going to do a fun run and walk. We'll meet at the A&M track, and it's a mile walk or run, and then a 5K walk or run. And we'll have prizes for a couple of the first and second places and some participation things. So.
Great. Is it bad that I sometimes still forget that track exists over there?
No,
It's been there a
hasn't been
couple
there.
of years now, but I still kind of forget sometimes.
Yes, it's getting utilized, and we'll use the track for just the mile. The 5K will have a route that goes out to the old highway out here, and it'll do an out and back. So.
Okay, great. Well, that a lot of different communities are kind of utilizing the fun run and walks. It's just a good way to get your blood pumping, and much of the rest of the day, let's be honest, maybe centers around a lawn chair and relaxation.
Yep.
So you can kind of feel better about your relaxation throughout the rest of the day too.
And it'll get you out there, and the pancake feed actually starts at 8, and the fun run walk starts for registration at 7:45. So the pancake feed actually goes till about 9:30. So if you come and do the fun run and the walk, you'll be able to just walk right on over to the school and go eat. And then we'll have the parade sign up in there where the pancake feed is.
Great way to start your morning with a little bit of exercise and then some fuel to get you through the rest of the morning as well, which has got some great things starting up right away, right on Main Street, looks like.
Yes, and Craig's going to talk about the parade and some of the other things that we have going on after that. So.
Okay, awesome. And registration, just do it that day, it looks like.
Just come tell me if you're going to do the mile or 5K so I can watch for you as you come through and finish. So it's super easy.
Sounds good. Like easy.
Yes.
Okay, have fun.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Okay, Craig's going to come over. Good morning. How are you doing? Good. Sunny morning.
Yeah,
I wish I had sunglasses
nice.
like you.
I don't
guys.
ever camp like here, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty relaxing.
Fire pit.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's
and
good.
I'm told that you're going to be talking kind of things after the pancake feed and fun run and walk, the parade side.
Parade, yep. So the breakfast gets going at the high school at 8 o'clock is their free pancake feed. The board members and the administration always put that on. And then we start right in the kind of the commons area. They call it the lunch area there, doing registration for the parade. Anywhere after 9 o'clock, we'll take your registration. We'll start lining people up. You know, most parades give you numbers and they kind of try to spread you out. Ours is just kind of first come, first serve. If you get there first, you're going to be first through. If you have a couple different entries, we can spread you out, but that's kind of how we do ours, and we'll just line you right up the chute. So just come to the commons area there at the cafeteria, get a pancake if you want, register your entry, whether it's alumni, businesses, that type of thing. Hillary, I believe, has our form registration on the Facebook page if you want to fill it out ahead of time. A lot of the businesses, we mailed them out if they've been here in the past, so those have came back. So shoot those back on an email and we can get you already entered. That way the morning you really just need to show up and get your number and we'll get you in line.
And it kind of works out well. You can grab a pancake while you're in there.
Yeah, pancake sausage. So yeah, it's a good little deal. Parade starts at 10 o'clock. We try to start it right down by the bank right at 10. So they're usually up in D. Adams area, 10:05, usually downtown by about 10:10, 10:15. So we have two different announcer stands. So if you want to be within an earshot, get kind of towards that top end about a block east of the bank or kind of right in that downtown area. We'll go through the downtown area and down by the co-op, and then they can kind of make their way back to the activities, and all the activities get rolling kind of right on the main street there.
Yeah, that's the easy way to put it, folks, is if you're looking for something going on, go to Main Street, and then anything else that's branched off of that is easy to find from there.
Yep. Once you get downtown, most of the activities are within a block of that downtown area. So, yeah, parade starts at 10, and just encourage any business or people, if they have horses or little kids on their big wheels or whatever they drive nowadays.
It's kind of the way that these community parades go, if you want to drive through the parade and have fun, might as well do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of classic cars out there in that Broken Bow area. We always like to see some of those. Just gives people a little reminiscing.
It'd be a good year for a classic car with the theme, All Roads Lead Home.
Yeah.
So things to drive, coming back. Horses, things like that.
Back in the day, or old tractors. Yeah, we haven't had really some old tractors. We have, I think, Seth Chandler and Camden Coleman usually bring us in a tractor, but those would be nice to see also.
Yeah. Okay, so load up that parade.
All right.
Yep. Thanks, Craig.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
I think we're leading into the Christy's gonna roll.
Okay. Come on over, Christy. Good morning.
Good morning, Joe.
How'd you get here this morning?
I had a ride.
Okay, good. What is it that you'll be talking to us about?
I'm basically going to go down through the rest of the day's schedule with the events, and then we do have a lot of sponsors here to talk as well. So I'll finish off the day, and then the sponsors can finish it up too.
Sounds good.
So I know Craig left off with the parade. I wanted to go back and touch on Thursday evening, there is a Little Miss Heritage Days pageant at 6 p.m., and they hold that on the Activities Building playground. Bring your lawn chairs, and I'm not aware of how many there will be, but they're usually a few little girls that have that will try out, and then we select a Little Miss Heritage Days to ride through the parade.
Can you kind of speak toward, I know that when people aren't familiar with something like this, they can kind of be nervous about getting involved in it. Touch as much as you can on maybe the process that you know about it, and maybe we can encourage some more people to come to that.
Sure, yeah. I'm not real familiar with what that's involved. Like, I don't know if they had to I know the stuff went out before, like during school time, so that the girls were aware of it,
Gotcha.
and so that kind of make them aware of what was going to be taking place. And I know there's great prizes, though. So, I mean, if they want to get in touch with someone, it'd be Leanne Winchester.
Okay.
I don't have her number in front of me, but, or they could contact me, and I could get them in touch with Leanne if they're still interested in getting to be a part of that. So.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll go back, and then after the parade, there is the pedal tractor pull on Main Street, sponsored by the Myrna American Legion. Then we'll also be taking place. The lunch that day starts at 11 to 2. That is in the community center, and it is served by the Four Corners 4-H Club members, and the proceeds then go to the 4-H Club and Myrna Heritage Days. Also, we're going to have some multiple inflatables. Those are going to be around Main Street. You'll see them, I guess. We're not sure the location yet. There's a lot to figure out if they're going to be in the right place, but somewhere on Main Street you'll find the inflatables for kids. We're going to have the putt-putt mini golf set up outside the library lawn, and those things will be available from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then right at 11:30, we're also going to have a basketball skills challenge and water activities and face painting going on. So lots of activities for the kids that they can take part in. Those are just show up and, you can take part in basketball challenge. You don't have to register anything, just show up over there.
Okay.
Also going on from 1 to 3 p.m. in the community center, we'll have a fun photo booth set up, which has been, last few years we've had this set up where you can take pictures. It's kind of a cool thing, just a fun photo booth, and then the photos are sent directly to your phone.
Are there props?
Yep, there will be props, and kids love it, and they just take fun pictures, and like I said, it goes directly to their phone. So
okay, great.
Now we're going to also have bingo. Bingo has usually been in the community center from 2 to 3:30, but we are moving that so that the foundation can set up for their meal that night. We are moving to the Lutheran Church, so nice, cool spot still, but bingo will be at the Lutheran Church.
Okay, and prizes involved with that, I'm
sure. Yes, lots of fun prizes still, and the kids love it, and all ages love it. So
you play standard bingo, and then do you play blackout as well?
I think they kind of mix it up. They go around, just kind of whatever they're feeling.
All the bingo pros,
yes.
They want to. Is there a maximum amount of cards? Do you know that?
Yeah, that I don't know either. I've never had to be in charge of bingo, but.
Okay, well, bingo leads you right into a staple that everyone really enjoys, that ping pong drop.
Yes, we will have a ping pong drop as well at 3:30. That's scheduled for. That's one of those things where it'll be around Main Street. We're kind of saying like the city park, you'll be able to find us, but we're kind of making sure we know the location, the layout of the place, I guess, before we decide where it will be. We use a gun and shoot the ping pong balls out, so we need some room and space. So we're going to make sure we find a good location for that, but it'll be around Main Street there, City Park, along with the big and little races, which is kind of something we added last year with adults and kids, or big kid, little kid. They do some fun different games like pulling the littles on a blanket across the, I don't know, there's some other, I didn't get to see it. Last year we had a rainy day, so we had to do some adjusting, and I didn't get to stay around for the big little races to watch it, but it was lots of fun. I know the kids had fun and the adults too, so.
Okay.
And that's going to be around the City Park as well. And then, of course, that night there will be a watermelon feed with the firemen at 8 p.m. at the ball field, followed by the fireworks. So a big day of events to come and check out.
Okay, and that's a great way to round it out. You've got the watermelon in the evening, and then the fireworks. And I've heard good things about the fireworks
Yes,
show. They put on a great show.
Yep, they do.
Okay.
And our schedule is posted on our Myrna Heritage Days Facebook page, so they can see it there and hope that they can come and join us.
Okay. Yep. Fun starts in the morning and then goes all throughout the rest of the day. And like Christy said, if you're looking for something, just kind of go to Main Street and someone will be able to point you in the right direction.
Yes.
All right.
Did Craig touch on the softball tournament? It is going to be.
He did not.
Okay. I guess I should have mentioned that there is a softball tournament scheduled at the ball field. And if you want more information on that, contact Troy Gilligan. And his number is 880-0883. I'm sure you can still try to get your team entered in that tournament. That's, something we've been trying to get going back again. So contact Troy for that.
Okay. Sounds good.
And I know Kelly wants to talk kind of Secret Garden and little vendors that will be in the town that day too.
Okay. We'll hand things over to Kelly. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Fabulous.
You've been
It's
busy.
gorgeous out.
Based on the ads that I've been writing for the Secret Garden.
We are.
Kind of depending on what day it is, you might be somewhere else.
We're trying to expand and get other communities involved, and we go to Broken Bow twice a week, so you can always find us at the old McDonald's location.
Okay.
On Tuesdays from 10 to 5, and then downtown Broken Bow at Market on the Square on Thursdays from 10 to 5, and then usually you can find us on a Saturday at some town celebration. And so this week we will be in Myrna downtown. So the storefront will be closed on Friday and Saturday because we're going to be busy getting set up for Heritage Days on Friday, and then in Myrna for Heritage Days on Saturday.
Are you going to have your drinks? Are you going to have some other things along with you as well?
Yes. I'm in charge of the vendors at the Heritage Days. So, yes, the Secret Garden will be there with a food trailer. We'll also have a little succulent fairy garden. The kids can buy a succulent, and then they get so many charms to go with it to decorate their... I say kids, but I had a lot of fun doing it myself. I have little cowboy hats, top
you put
hats.
Them on the
You decorate
plant?
your succulents.
Okay.
You're giving your succulent character. And I even have little nameplates so you can name your succulents.
Wow. So
So-
you can get really connected with your succulent plant.
And I have pots that if they want a pot, they can buy the pot and then color it and decorate it. So, yeah, there's a lot of fun
this
things.
sounds interesting.
Oh, it's going to be fun. You can do it.
Okay.
I know your daughter would love it too. So.
Yeah. She'd do it just in time to get connected to the succulent before I proceed to kill it.
Right.
I always tell you
yeah,
about
you
that.
will have to take care of it. It doesn't take too much care, too much water. You can set it outside. So
Is it you that tells me when it comes to succulents? Like, I always ask, well, when do you water it? And you're one of those people that says, like, just water it whenever you think about it. And for me,
and
that just
sometimes
happens to be
doesn't
like every
happen,
day.
right?
Or
you
never.
can.
Or
Outside,
every day.
you can water it every day.
Okay.
But you don't, I water mine. Well, we've had some nice rains, so mine are getting the rain, so I
So
don't
you just
water
leave
it
them
every
alone.
day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
But don't let the pressure that I'm putting on you turn you away from it.
Yeah, they're
Get
pretty
your little
easy.
cowboy. You got little cowboy
I
hats.
have cowboy
and-
hats, top hats, visors, sunglasses, mustaches, little mermaids you can sit it beside.
Is this something you dreamed up, or was this an internet
No,
discovery?
actually, I saw the idea. I went to a farmer's market in Oklahoma.
Okay.
So, and I saw the idea, and I'm like, ooh, I can do that. So, yeah,
Okay.
we're going to do it this weekend, and we'll also be at Crazy Days with it, too.
Okay.
So
cool.
I'll be on the radio there, and you can actually do one there.
Okay.
But besides that, we'll also have the Heritage Days T-shirts downtown for sale. They're the same ones that say all the history of Myrna on them. And I didn't wear mine today, but they're $15. So we'll have all those sizes there. We'll also have Scentsy down there. So, yeah. And if anybody else has a home business that they want to bring stuff, just contact me and we can get a table set up for you.
Find a space down there.
Yeah, find a space.
Awesome. Well, sounds like fun.
All right.
And we'll see you there.
All right.
Thanks, Kelly. Okay, we'll see who wants to come over next. Anybody come on over? I got 2 mics. Here you go, Cynthia. There you are. Have a seat. Good morning, you two.
Hi, how are you?
Good morning. Good. What is it that both of you would like to speak about?
Well, so my spot was for Nebraska Pasture Door. I do embroidery, mascots, do a lot of coyote stuff, but we're on a mission, so I decided we go ahead and use my spot to promote our fundraiser that we kind of threw together.
Just now, right over there?
Yeah.
That's how fast we are.
I wondered because I'm like, okay, well, I'm pretty sure Cynthia was planning on talking about her business. But
Well,
no,
you can find me on the west side of the square, but
Yeah.
I'm not doing a pop-up shop this year.
Okay.
I'm going to help with the fundraiser. So.
Okay, let's hear the details on this.
So our fundraiser is AM School has been doing this for a few years now. We do New York. We call it the New York DC trip. That's what it started out to be quite a few years ago, and now they've added. The kids get to go to Virginia Beach and Philadelphia and experience just a ton in about 6 or 7 days, I think it is. This year we are a little behind the ball with new sponsors, just a little bit of change and stuff. And so it's coming up fast. We are going to go into May, 1st of June, 2026. That being said, it is a cost, and so we want to raise as many funds as we can for the kids and sponsors. That being said, the more kids and sponsors we have, the cheaper it is. We do still have spots. It is for AM students going into the 9th grade and then through this year's 11th grade. So if any AM students and parents would like to join us, we still have spots. Just contact myself or Miss Webble.
We should mention, I think there's only one father going.
Yes, we could
guys,
use some
step it
dads.
up.
So you need a guy.
We need some AM
all those
dads.
women.
Oh, he could, but yes, we need some AM dads.
Okay.
But so yes, we still have some spots, and it is just I've been on it with my 2 daughters, and I'm taking my 2 sons against their will this year. So
Well, I've talked to adults that have gone, and I've talked to kids that have grown into adults that have gone on this. And whether they missed the first one and heard from their friends, hey, you should go to this, or if they went on both, it's a very fulfilling experience. There's not time to really reset because, like you said, you pack a lot into a short amount of time. And it's just a good time to bond with your fellow classmates and learn a lot of things.
it is, and this trip is a little different than some of the other DC trips and New York trips that go on. I mean, you end up being a family after by the time you fundraise and you go on it, it's just, and you get to see a ton of stuff. We have a little bit of freedom. We've been fortunate to have the same tour guide she did it the first time I went, and I think that was in 14 or 15, and she's been our tour guide ever since. We usually go every 2 to 3 years. This one, this one snuck up on us, but yeah, we've had the same tour guide. She's fantastic. She will take you everywhere. I said the first time I went, I had blisters that I got, and they gave up and went away before the trip was over. You pack a ton of stuff, but it is so worth it. So fun, such a great experience to see all the different stuff that we normally don't see. So, so yes, that be like, again, and we do fly out of Omaha. And so that's a little different than some of the other trips that, take the buses and stuff. We do fly out of Omaha. So there is costs. And then, just economy wise, there's different costs and it can kind of change, but we, some of the highlights, we get to go to the Holocaust Museum, the 9/11, in DC, I mean, we go to Mount Vernon. You just see so much. Virginia Beach, we get to spend an afternoon there, so it's just fantastic trip. So
they get to pack all of this stuff into one trip, and I'm hoping to be able to see those things before I'm an old man.
Yes. And
over the entirety of my life, and they get to see it as young kids.
That's what I told my kids, or my boys, because they are not excited about going, but they want to stay here and work, and I'm like, you can work the rest of your life,
literally.
And
yeah.
I said, this is an opportunity to see that now. If you don't like it and don't ever want to go back, that's your choice, but at least you can say you came, you saw, you you like it, you don't, but it's a great experience to a great thing to experience with your friends, and I believe it's cheaper to do it this way than it would be to go on your own too. So you get to see so much. And I said, then when you're old and you're a farmer, you have something to talk about in the coffee shop. So
there you go. Yeah. You got to have those life experiences to pass
Exactly.
along over a cup of coffee.
Exactly.
So the main things that people need to know is that they need to get in contact with you to get involved in this.
Yes.
On the fundraising side or the going side, right?
Yes. The going side, I believe we have till the end of this month.
That's what
before we have to sign our contract.
Okay.
So, and like I said, literally the more we can get, the cheaper it
And
is.
we've got quite a few signed up, but we still need a few more.
Yes, I mean, and the more the merrier. It is such a fun trip. So, with that being said, yes, please sign up if you're an AM member. Then, so we had a meeting the other night. We've come up with some fantastic, fun, I hope, new ideas for some fundraising. We're trying to think a little bit out of the box to get people excited. I'll just tell you about a couple of them that we're going to start, and then we hope people kind of keep their ears open. This is, we'll take anybody's money. If you see an event, come on out and join us. But this weekend, since we were kind of short on time, we're going to do a split the pot.
Okay.
We're going to sell tickets for $5. You can get a hold of Cynthia or I. Cynthia's going to kind of help us out this weekend and kind of head up this fundraising event.
The kids will be walking around.
Okay.
And I think they've conned myself, and maybe it was
they
my
might be
idea.
wearing costumes.
Yes, watch for our costumes.
Okay.
I think we're going to plan on walking around before and maybe after the parade. We might go ahead and enter the parade. We'll just see how it goes. But yes, we're selling tickets for $5 a piece. And then split the pot. The drawing will be at 3:00 we're kind of planning over by the library.
Okay.
Here in Myrna. Cynthia's going to set up a table. We've also added, Cynthia has been awesome at coming up with some ideas. We've added a new AM Coyote merch item, so come check that out when you come get your ticket.
The sale of that will totally go, all of it will go to the trip. So
Okay.
Yeah, she's been fantastic with it. So I'm excited. We have a fun group coming up so far. So it'll be a fun experience. But yes, do the split the pot. The drawing will be at 3 this weekend. And so, yeah, be watching for us.
Find us at the library.
Yes, and she'll be set up at the library. Another fundraising that we're kind of getting off the ground. Farmers, ranchers, be watching. We are going to do a detailing service. We are going to offer to come to you to clean out tractors, sprayers, trucks, pickups.
That's a really good idea,
So-
because when they get done with the season, it's maybe the last thing they want to do.
And we want to start that now so that we can run it until we go on our trip if we have to. We'll definitely be putting out some more details on that. And times and days to kind of sign up. We have a big enough group. We figure if we can get 1 or 2 parents and some kids, we can go at different times, whatever works for whoever. But, we thought about a car wash, but it's hard to do that. But, so we thought, well, if we come to them and detail the inside and wash some windows for them on their vehicles and equipment, that might be a way to...
Good idea.
Yeah. So be watching for information on that. We'll Facebook and we'll try to get the word out with posters and different things. So
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
So sign up for going through the end of this month and watch for, you said it would be next May into June
Yes.
when the actual trip is happening.
Yes.
So fundraisers and things like that are going to take place
yes.
the better part of a year.
Yes.
Okay. Great.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Well, all
we're
good things to
excited.
know, but main thing is look for you for the split the pot
Yes.
this weekend.
Yes. And hopefully we will be easy to spot.
I'm interested to hear what these costumes are. They sound costumes and heat. Make sure you hydrate, because no matter what costume you're wearing, might involve an extra layer that you don't.
Yeah.
We don't need
about
anybody.
you, but the kids are going to be, not me.
I told them I would if they said if you do, we will. So no way.
Oh, there you go.
We'll see.
That's what it comes down to sometimes. Well,
whatever it gets to take the kids involved, and we're gonna have fun. So.
Okay, sounds good. Best of luck to you on that.
Yes, thank you.
And Cynthia, on your business side, is kind of the sweet spot. Summer is. We talk about it each year for getting things prepared, either as a fan or an athlete or things like that during the summer before we get into the fall. Just make that realization you're going to want that fan gear now,
right?
And then you can have it when that fall season starts.
I'm currently doing a lot of class reunion stuff. It's too late for Myrna Heritage Days, too late for Broken Bow, as theirs is next week, but orders are starting to roll in for school apparel, mascots. I'll have some new items too.
Okay.
Be sure to come in. I'm on the square in between Costas and H&R Block.
And there's a retail spot in the front of your shop.
Yes.
If people have not seen that yet, you can buy something straight off the rack, or you can get some inspiration there too.
Tons of stuff. So
okay, sounds good. Well, thanks you two.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate it. Good luck with your fundraising, and let us know of things that you come up with,
For
and
sure.
we can get that on our community calendar.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Annette, come on over. Well, thanks for hosting us this morning.
No problem. We enjoyed having you here, and it's a beautiful morning.
Yes, thanks for ordering the nice weather.
Well, now if we can just have it nice for the weekend, that'll just top it off for everybody.
Oh, this would be nice for that run and walk.
Yes,
to
it would
start
be.
The day.
Get a little cool breeze and.
Yep, that'd be perfect. Well, beautiful space here. If people have not visited Cousin Eddie's, you've got a wonderful place to stay going into the weekend or through the week, whenever you want to come and stay.
Well, and with the banquet being held here instead of Broken Bow, there's no hotels here in town. So, if you got a camper and want to pull it up so you don't have to drive home after you've been celebrating all day, we've got spots. If you're an AM alum and it's an honor year, I might give you a special discount, You can either go online, but if you call me, I can give you the discount. And you can just call the 308-643-2361, and we can get you set up and taken care of. And
okay. And I know you've got the online side set up as well. It's really easy. It's an easy process. Just come in here, find a spot, and then I know that when you guys first opened, you wanted this to be a space that felt like a home away from home for people. You've got the playground set for kids. You've got the picnic area over here. And then you can walk over and you got the shower house and all of that as well.
Yep, and we have a laundry, a washer and a dryer that they're able to use if they need to wash something while they're here. And
great.
And we've enjoyed meeting all the people. And but the main reason that I wanted to talk today is my husband is in a family of 8 boys. Their youngest brother was a 1990 graduate from Anselmo Myrna High School and has been diagnosed with ALS. And he is not able to come to his class reunion this year as he had hoped. And he was in the Air Force. And one of his classmates had approached and asked if they could do a Quilt of Valor for him. So Terry Buellman from Broken Bow's Quilt of Valor organization has made the quilt, and we have decided that their class reunion is a good time to present him with this quilt since a classmate's the one that wanted to have it done. So what's going to happen at 4 o'clock on Saturday in the Commons area at the high school, we will be having a Zoom, and anybody is welcome to come and watch it. We will have the camera set up in Omaha where he is at, and the quilt will be down there, and Terry will be up and do the presentation to present him with the quilt. Watch Facebook. I will have it posted on my Facebook page, Annette Downey's Facebook page, and the Anselmo Myrna School has agreed to put it on their page so that they can click the link and watch it. And if you miss it, we will have it recorded, and I will post that later for people to watch and see, because we know not everybody can come. and some of the family isn't even able to be here, but we thought this was a good time to have this done for him.
Great. Well, and that Quilts of Valor is a wonderful program. And
Yes,
it's great
it is.
to have that here locally. And they're doing a good job of giving those quilts out.
Yes,
there's
and they're
quite a few.
beautiful quilts.
Yeah, they're amazing. We've
Yes.
got, it goes without saying, we have a lot of great quilters around
Yes,
this
we do.
area. So, and they make the time to make those beautiful quilts and give those to those service men and women. So,
Right, yep.
great. Okay, so 4 o'clock, Commons area of the school.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So just be there a little bit early. We got a couple different things. His brother, that's just a year older than him, is dabbling in writing music and stuff, and he has wrote a song about his brother, and that song will be played during the presentation. So
very cool.
It's probably going to be a tearjerker, but we hope to have as many people there as we can, because there's a lot of alum, that knows him, and
Okay.
and even just community people. So anybody is welcome to come for that.
Well, and you've got that Zoom going on. It'd be so cool for him to be able to see everybody on the other side of that.
Exactly.
there for
Exactly.
him,
And
too.
he loves to see people. He's not able to communicate talking wise to people anymore, but he types on his phone and pokes the button, and then the phone talks to you, and you get the thumbs up, thumbs down, the side thumb, whatever, and he still has his sense of humor. So, and that's a good thing.
Well, and I know that's what his brother said when he was in the studio recently. He said, well, they work on the lyrics and these
Yep.
songs together.
Well, yeah, Jeff, my son Jeff and Craig, and then this other brother, they've been writing a song together, and I'm anxious for people to hear that one too. It's going to be
Very
kind of cool.
Great. Well, it'll be a tearjerker, like you said,
Yep.
but those things have to happen too because they're important. So,
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly.
Well, thanks for hosting us
Yes,
this morning.
thank you
and
for
that.
coming.
Appreciate it. Is there anything we didn't touch on, Tina, Christy? We get the
Got the
thumbs up.
thumbs up.
Okay. Well, everybody else has left us, so I guess that means we've done the right thing. Thanks, Annette. Okay, folks, Myrna Heritage Days. All roads lead home. It starts on Thursday with the alumni, with the golf tournament to support the Booster Club. It goes all the way through to the watermelon feed and the fireworks from the firemen. A story is going to be being put up on Sandhills Express under local news so that you can learn all about these items, and we will post this full video broadcast from this morning as well. I want to thank the sponsors that made it possible for us to be here this morning. Our hosts, Downey Well Company and Cousin Eddie's Campground, Dairy Queen and Broken Bow, Tri-S Ag, Nebraska State Bank, Trotter's Woe and Go, and Trotter Fertilizer of Myrna, Custer Public Power District, Nebraska Pasture Door, Hillary Williams Photography, Consolidated, Kristen Electric, The Secret Garden, Markham Construction, Loud and Proud Fireworks, Eureka Valley Ag, Central Nebraska Diesel, Muddy Creek Auto, and Myers Construction. With that, from here in Myrna, we'll send it back to the studio.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. Great remote, great causes that are going to be addressed, and a great time will be had by all at the Myrna Heritage Days. Real quick,
Yes.
before we release the code for the day, quick baseball invitation.
Yeah, we'll be on the air for you tonight. Big games at Paul Brown Field for the Broken Bow American Legion Seniors baseball team. They'll welcome in McCook for their final regular season home games of the year. And for Broken Bow, their final league games. And the West Division League title is kind of up for grabs tonight as McCook comes to town. It'll be a seniors-only doubleheader. Game 1 at 5:30. We'll have it for you tonight on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. Go Bo.
All right, it is time. Shall we go forward?
Let's do. What's the code word?
It's that time again. Time to reveal today's code word for the Gas Up the Good Life Fuel Giveaway. Presented by Trotter's Woe and Go. The code word is coming your way after a word from our sponsors. Get those pens and pencils ready.
Trotter's Woe and Go is proud to present the Gas Up the Good Life Fuel Giveaway. Whether you're fueling up your ride yourself or your cooler up with 24-hour pumps, food, ice cream, beer, or ice, Trotter's Woe and Go is proud to be your local solution. With locations in Broken Bow, Myrna, Sargent, and beyond. When you're looking for a stop, you're never far away from a Trotter's. Stick around and get entered to win $1,000, $500, or $50 in Trotter's cards, good at any Trotter's location across the region.
When you're shopping for your home, shop somewhere that feels like home. Bow Family Furniture and Flooring. For nearly 4 decades, they've been helping families find the perfect item for their homes. Furniture, mattresses, window treatments, flooring, and more at Bow Family. Shop flooring and a budget line of furniture at 305 South 9th or head to East Highway 2 in Broken Bow, where all the furniture is found. Bow Family Furniture and Flooring, proud sponsors of Gas Up the Good Life.
Celebrate the 4th of July with these prices good through the 6th at the Grocery Cart. 10-pound bags of fresh frozen Best Buy bone-in chicken hindquarters are just $8.98, and Land of Frost deli shaved lunch meat packages are 2 for $6. For a quick summer snack, Totino's pizza rolls are $3.98, and stay cool with Gold Peak tea. 52-ounce bottles are 2 for $5. California peaches and nectarines are $2.98 a pound. For your grill out, Kingsford charcoal is $9.98. Grocery Cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Summer is in full swing, and RTA's Hardware in Broken Bow has what you need to make it great. Whether it's for your backyard relaxation or for tackling that project, shop with RTA's Hardware. Right now, buy a Milwaukee M18 Fuel Brushless Hammer Drill Driver Kit or an Impact Driver Kit and get a $169 red lithium battery for free. One of several Milwaukee deals happening now at RTA's Hardware in Broken Bow.
At Gateway Motors, they'll go to the ends of the earth, literally, to find the perfect vehicle for you. They take every detail you share, from color to trim to the smallest feature, and search high and low until they discover exactly what fits your needs and style. When you work with Gateway Motors, you can trust they'll stop at nothing to make sure the car, truck, or SUV you want ends up in your garage. From North Dakota to Texas, California to Maine, where will the perfect vehicle you're searching come from? Go find out at Gateway Motors in Broken Bow. The Callaway District Hospital and Medical Clinics remind you that right now is the time to schedule your back-to-school physicals. The sooner the better. Don't forget about their public transportation service. Call 308-212-0464. Their specialty clinics are also a great service, including cardiology, oncology, general surgery, podiatry, orthopedics, and wound care. The Callaway District Hospital and Medical Clinics, committed to providing local access to high-quality care by continuing to invest in the latest diagnostic and treatment technology. The Callaway District Hospital and Medical Clinics.
How is your diesel engine doing? If exceptional is not the answer, then it may be time to talk to Power Solutions. From service calls or bringing it into the shop, they have the parts and the know-how to get your semi or pickup diesel engine running. Call Power Solutions at 308-872-5522 or stop in and see them 2 miles east of Broken Bow on Highway 2. Trust them, your diesel engine will thank you.
When it comes to paint, Chapin's Interiors on the south side of the square in Broken Bow has you covered inside and out. Chapin's Interiors offers Davis paint, custom mix to match your perfect shade, and Annie Sloan chalk paint for easy creative projects. Get expert advice from the people who know paint best, so you don't have to guess. Whether you're tackling a big renovation or a fun weekend refresh, Chapin's Interiors is your trusted local paint source.
Palmer Monument. Their goal is to assist you in selecting a memorial that best fits your family needs. With a wide offering of monuments and markers that come in many colors, shapes, and sizes, designs can vary from traditional to very unique. They pride themselves on their top quality materials and the highest craftsmanship. Designed with pride, sold with integrity, serving Nebraska with several locations.
It's time for vacations and road trips. It's important to get where you're headed, whether across the county or the country. A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is here to help with their industry-leading 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty on non-wear items. A1 Auto Repair can do it all. Brakes, oil changes, new tires, alignments. It all starts with an appointment. Call 308-848-2542 or stop by East 7th Avenue in Arnold. A1 Auto Repair of Arnold, getting your ride reliable for the long haul or the errand across town.
It's the Gas Up the Good Life Fuel Giveaway. Your chance at almost $2,000 in fuel cards to Trotter's Woe and Go. Here's today's code word.
I didn't hear a code word.
Yeah, I've heard silence. Is that the code word? Silence. S-I-L-E-N. I don't know.
Well, join us at 3:30.
3:30, yeah.
3:30. We'll have the code word. Something happened there. A technical glitch of some kind.
Uh-oh.
We could make up a code word, but then it probably wouldn't get you in, folks.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah. What? We're at a loss.
We are. And we'll just stay lost until tomorrow morning at 7:30.
Hey, that sounds good, partner.
Get Up and Go breakfast show.
All right.
We'll get it fixed. Stay tuned.
Yeah.